Welcome in, everybody.
Hello.
Just getting things started up here. I had to remember how to fire up the stream. It's been so long. 1 week. 1 week.
Indeed. Indeed.
That's a long time.
Can be, for sure. Well, if you guys didn't go running off to Seattle, maybe.
Yeah, but we had to.
Oh, I agree. I would have if I could have. So.
It was necessary. It was necessary.
Indeed, it was. As long as it was a good time, right?
Oh, it was a great time.
Yeah.
For some reason, Facebook won't connect to our stream, but that's a whole different issue.
We're almost getting ready for round one, it looks like.
Yeah, pairings are gonna come in here in just a sec. Still, Facebook just will not connect. Well, we're streaming. We're gonna stream without Facebook. We don't need them.
We don't need Facebook.
We don't need those people. I've got Ryan here with me today. Bryce, the fool that he is, has adult things like taking care of your children that he has to do.
I disapprove.
Yeah, I don't really get that either. But so I guess he won't be here this week, and then maybe one more week. But so I've got Ryan here. He's gonna cover for him.
Works for me.
Yep. So we're gonna talk about some legacy. We'll talk about what went down in Seattle. The Bryce and Kyer sob story is what I'm calling it.
I need to hear this.
Yeah, it's great.
It's great.
It's just
Best
great.
Tokens ever.
The kitten tokens. Glad you like them. Glad you like them, Riley Cold.
Pretty fantastic. I actually really like the worm coil tokens.
Yeah, they're new.
Mm-hmm.
They look really good.
They're pretty.
Okay, we've got our eyes on the table, so whenever they're ready, we'll be ready.
Yeah, I think they're just making sure everybody's signed up right now.
All right, well, Paragon City spent all of last week in Seattle. We went to the Card Kingdom Mox boarding house in Bellevue, and we played in their Duel for Duels, which was a blast. If none of you have been to that store, seriously go check it out. If you're ever in the Seattle area, it is incredible.
I have not been to that one.
I had to do that thing where you fight not to let your jaw drop. You know, where I'm like, yep, this is cool. This place is cool.
I kind of did that with the new Oasis. The new Oasis store, night and day to what they were. But then there was some other stores I went to a store in New York. I don't remember the name of it, but there were stores like that were great.
It's huge.
Then this store blew me away even more than all of those.
Yeah.
Which is the first.
And Mox Boarding House is made this store look like not a piece of garbage, but small. Let's just go with small.
Well, I mean, their Duel for Duels is probably 400 or 500 people, maybe.
No, they actually capped as many people as they could fit in there, which was 128.
Whew, still a lot of people.
It was a lot of people. It was great though. And then we had Paul the Legend Berman.
I need to get rid of it. Sorry.
It happens. I always forget to silence my phone. But yeah, so Paul the Legend Berman made top 8 of that event, and I know that they had all of that on stream. So he took lands to a 5th through 8th finish. He lost to Storm.
5th, yeah,
he lost to Storm in the quarters. So that was awesome. I know we're finally back. I actually just got back yesterday, and I was really happy because me and my roommate, we drove separate from everybody else, which is a different ways that we came or that we went up there, and we came down and got here in great time. Meanwhile, the other car got pulled over on the way back. They
really?
Got back in at 3 a.m. and I'm laughing because I'm like, oh, my trip was quite pleasant. I drove it all myself, and I think it was great, you know. Okay, so here we've got some pairings. They'll be sitting down here in a moment, but we've got Colin versus Zach, and we've got Matt versus Terry.
Yeah.
And Terry went up to Seattle with us. He did pretty well. He was right out of day 2, I think. I always think like a 5-3 record's fine. Some people are like, oh, that sucks, and I'm like, 5-3 is like
That's pretty good.
that's a pretty respectable record.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Big Red Joe. It's been a minute. I know it's only been like a week since I've done this, but it seems like forever. I don't know why.
That's because you were off in Wonderland at Seattle.
I was. It was so cool too. I got to hang out with a couple. I got to hang out with a couple people that are regulars in the stream. So I got to hang out with MD Hackbert and
nice.
HC Fox.
Okay. Nice.
And that was a delight. It was really, really good seeing them.
Yeah.
Fox likes going to bars, as do I.
This is good.
And so we ate like kings and drank like them too.
That's what I'm planning on doing when I go to Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You can do anything in Vegas.
Ooh.
It's great.
I'm gonna lose myself in a buffet or two, and probably not find myself again, which I'm 100% okay with.
No, it'll be good. I'm a little sad because so I went up to Seattle with a bunch of very pretty cards to get signed by artists, and I forgot to bring up my basic lands for my cube, which is like a ton of foils that I wanted. Oh man, I'm just upset by it. All right,
it sucks.
I got way less Mark Poole signatures than I wanted to get. Good to see us streaming again. I know it's been a minute. We took 1 week off. 1 week. That's it.
1 week indeed. Sorry.
And now that that's happened, I'm like wondering what's going to happen when Vegas comes around, because Vegas is even closer to us. Vegas is only about a 6-hour drive, so
yeah, it's a little over 6.
like you don't even need to fly. Like
oh no, I have no intentions of flying.
6 hours is an easy drive, so like I think a lot of us will head to that one. However, it's not Legacy. It's not Legacy.
It's modern, but I still plan on spending a lot of time at side events.
Yeah, lots of side events. Legacy just fires. There'll be double ups. There'll be
at least a lot.
Yeah,
there were a lot of last GP Vegas I went to. There were an absurd amount of side events. The funnest one to go even watch, because I didn't have a vintage deck, was the vintage that fired. It was an interesting experience. Just like seeing the table set up was cool. Yeah, it was. But that was before I even played Legacy, so.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Okay. We're gonna jump in a little late, but
that's okay.
That's
We're
totally...
only on turn 3, it looks like.
Our cameras decided to pause again. That's happened before, and that's why I was looking at that blank table, and I was like, We've had pairings up for a decent minute now, but yeah. So we'll jump in a little late. So we've got Terry. He's playing Canadian Threshold today, which I think is awesome.
Is that Pox he's playing against? Oh no, it's not.
Well, they're Innocent Bloods.
Yeah, I know, but there's 2 Innocent Bloods. Island of Wasteland.
Is this black blue Pox?
That'd be kind of cool.
Wasteland? What is this? Is that? Is this Reanimator? Wait, what?
Oh, is this?
Is that a Careful Study? Hold on.
Sorry.
Fix the other camera too. Sorry, guys.
Like,
I can't tell what that is.
I can't tell what it is either.
All right, let me get things labeled for people.
So that's Terry. It looks like.
Blue black land still. I mean, it does have Mishra's Factory, so I guess that would make sense.
Yeah, I actually saw a deck list for that. I like that list.
I was gonna say something like that, but no, I totally wasn't. I'm way out of it right now.
Oh no, I would like to see a blue black Pox. That'd be kind of a cool. I'm not sure why you'd play blue. There's a few other colors I'd pick before blue. But...
Hello, Mr. Frozen Divide. Good to see you. I know I got to see you in Seattle, but welcome. We've got Matt. Colin. Oh, Matt. And we're betting on blue black land still. or standstill?
Land still, yeah. We'll try that. Well, Terry wasted his underground, so a lot of wastelands.
So Terry was showing me all the pretty things that he came back from Seattle with. He got, you know, his Judge wastelands and then he comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, I've been goldfishing this deck for a while, and I can't seem to make the deck work." And I go, "Yeah, but Terry, you're just goldfishing." And he goes, "I know. I had to look up if I was shuffling wrong."
Shuffling.
Batosai, hey, how's it going? Thanks for the cheer. It's good to be back. Good to see you guys.
Decompression mode.
Oh, me too. I was actually like part of me like got back, and then I've been sorting cards all day, and you know Brian's like, "Okay, well find another person to stream with you," and I'm going. Oh, I'm so tired. Like I drove all yesterday. I just want to sleep. Like. Now that I'm actually sitting here in this chair and I'm talking, I'm like, okay, I feel a little better. If something gives me a feeling, it's gonna be like round 2, and I'm gonna be like nodding off. Don't worry about it. Ryan will pick up the slack.
Oh yeah,
everything will be great. You're good. How are we doing? We're doing great. I'm
a little tired, but other than that, we're good.
Tired's not bad.
Yeah, no, that's something's happened in my life at least.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
I'm coming in for 7. Ouch. Hooting Mandrills. I have a soft spot in my heart for that card. I love that card.
It's pretty overshadowed by the other Delve creatures, but man, it packs a punch, that's for sure.
Yeah, the 4/4 trample.
Mm-hmm. I always did find it a little strange that this deck runs Hooting Mandrills right next to.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, Bryce is taking care of some family business. Is that what you said? I think so.
Or I think his son has like a baseball game or something, or like a practice or something that he had to be a part of. Can't remember. Fair. Don't know all the details. But yeah, Nimble Mongoose plus, you know, like plus Hooting Mandrills. Like you can. I feel like a lot of times you're gonna have one or the other, and you're not gonna, you know, you can't have both. And when I mean like you can't have a Hooting Mandrills and a graveyard big enough to give your Nimble Mongoose a +2/+2.
You get rid of too many cards. I did not lend out my deck this week. Sorry.
Do you have some cool cards to show off?
I do have a Beta Basalt Monolith in my one deck, and I do have.
You see that card skyrocketed again?
Oh my god! Really?
I'm pretty sure. Sure. Here, I'll look it up.
Last time I looked, it was like $80.
No, I think they're 130.
Oh, please don't tell me that.
Or at least that's where I saw it on Goldfish. Hold on. Oh, no, not Basalt.
Grim?
Grim.
Oh, Grim monoliths are up again? Oh.
Oh, you were saying Basalt.
I was talking Basalt. They're...
Oh, maybe,
so they're
yeah.
Still?
No,
okay.
no.
150. Okay.
120, 125-ish.
Oh, I'm glad I have my play set then, I guess.
I only have the one. So sad.
Well, if you never need to borrow 3, let me know. I have 4.
No, just need a foil for my cube.
Ooh, good luck on that one. I've seen a few, but they're
not going to be there.
I've owned one in my lifetime, but
sad you didn't hold on to it for a little longer.
No, I didn't want to hang on to that.
No,
not even slightly.
Okay.
It's kind of like the Time Twister I owned at one point. Ooh, Toxic. Oh, that's a good card.
I mean, his basic land game is on point, so there's that. So yeah, he has to Toxic for too much of his life total. So Terry's gonna take this game. But man, you guys see that? You guys see that Guru land? Yeah, it's so pretty.
Ooh,
I
do like Gurus.
Bryce bought a couple of Guru lands while we were up in Seattle, and like he kept showing them to me. I'm just like, oh man, how am I even supposed to deal with this right now? All right, so while they're boarding, let's check out what's going on over here. So we've got Zach, and he likes. Is he still on like a 4-color?
He's on 4-color Delver, I believe, still.
I don't think it's Delver. I think it's a Deathblade.
Oh yeah, Deathblade, 4-color Deathblade. You're right. Sorry.
Okay.
And then I can't tell who's sitting on which side of the table though. It's Colin versus Zach.
I'll just call it Deathblade. The colors are irrelevant. He's gonna play some Stoneforge Mystics and put them on some.
Play some Batterskull.
Mini Progenitus.
Oh, I love that card.
There were some discussions. I had some discussions mostly with mostly with Nate, but he's not a fan.
Not a fan of Progenitors?
No, of True Name Nemesis.
True Name?
Yeah.
I just bought my last two, so I have a
Speaking of
place.
True Name.
Yeah, double true, one on each side of the board.
The card's incredibly powerful, but
It is.
it's just hard to interact with.
Indeed.
Yeah, Terry is mixing it up a little bit. He's playing a different Delver deck today. Apparently, he wanted his green cards back.
It was always Jete. Always fun to resolve that card.
Yeah, this is gonna be what changes this. You know what gets Zach back into this. If he can.
He's paying for it. Has no hand.
I'm trying to think if he can get through this.
No, I disagree.
The Hackbert. Look at that. I'm not used to seeing your name like that. Can I still call you Medical Doctor? Medical Doctor Hackbert? hurl True Name into the sun. Then blow up the sun.
Let's erase from the universe. I like it.
Why do people want Deathrite banned so badly? Because they clearly do not understand where the format is.
Yeah, I
That's
think
why.
the ban on Deathrite Shaman would just cripple the format.
It would cripple the format.
That's kind of like banning Force of Will. You can't ban a staple from a format. It doesn't work very well.
No, the whole format has to redefine itself. That's not something that Wizards ever wants to do to one of their eternal formats.
Yeah.
You can ban one thing from one deck, but that's the problem. Is Deathrite defines the format.
Deathrite. I mean, there's a few cards that it's like banning Brainstorm would be. It's kind of the same effect. You can't ban out the top 10% of your decks, otherwise you. As you were saying, redefine.
No, I think Gitaxian. If there is a ban, I think it'll be Gitaxian Probe.
I could see Probe.
If there is a ban.
Phyrexian Mana seems a little bit out of control recently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was essentially saying. Was Brainstorm and Force of Will are untouchable. I think Deathrite Shaman's in that same boat.
I think so. I agree with you. I think that those three cards they define the format, not break it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think this Lightning Bolt should seal it, because Zach can't throw his tokens at his life total and kill Deathrites. He can't do both.
Mm-hmm.
Does Colin have black mana though?
I don't think so.
So he has to use one Deathrite to pump the other?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's not dead this turn, but...
Or to activate the other, sorry.
Yeah. I understood what you're saying.
Yeah. Words. Sometimes I say them correctly.
Other times I don't.
More than likely I don't. Right, and that's exactly what they don't want to do, right? They don't want Modern and Legacy to feel like the same format, because the second that happens, then the reason to have both formats
there just isn't one.
Yeah, there isn't much of a reason. So they just don't want to do that. Yeah. I think Probe's nasty. It should go.
Cabal Therapy and Probe are pretty disgusting.
Ban Wizards. I feel like we wouldn't get a whole lot of new cards if Wizards got banned.
Ban Wizards from our format.
No Wizards. Wait a minute, we can't ban Wizards. Like, hold on. Isn't Dominaria like full of wizard cards? I mean, I haven't looked at the set in depth. I haven't.
I've looked at a few of the cards.
I should probably look at it more, because it's coming out here pretty soon.
We'll make our own cards.
We'll make our own cards. Batusai, as fun as that sounds, I trust us less than I trust Wizards.
They've had 25 years of experience at it. I have nowhere near the experience they do.
Hey, how's it going, Vivi? Yeah, I trust Wizards more than I trust the people who play with their cards. However, I'm not going to say Wizards is doing the best they could. They could be doing better.
Well, I mean, I hope they could be doing better. Otherwise, we'd have a perfect game already.
And it's not. Yeah.
Exactly.
Not bad. How was the drive back? The drive back was actually great. It was just Trace and I drove the whole way, and we got home an hour before we thought we would.
It's not bad. So it was probably a 12-hour drive, almost on the dot.
Yeah, it ended up being really, really good.
Good.
So I even like got my car cleaned out the night I got back. Like I had that energy in me. That's weird.
Ooh, that's weird. I've not done.
So it went really well. Did you fly, Vivi? All right, so the stream name's gonna get in right, but it's gonna have 4 counters. Is the glare on a black lamp? Did he find out, or is that the bulk?
I think that's the volcanic still, but I can't tell.
I can't tell either. I don't think this Jitte is going to help with the race very much.
I think Zach's dead this coming turn, but he's gonna go to 8 here. Oh, is it? Oh, he only used once. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, so
because he's still dead.
Well, Delver flips for sure. Oh, they're figuring it out.
Yeah,
okay.
I guess. Yeah.
He unscooped his cards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what it came down to. So there is a flip there, and Colin's able to get that. So he is on a. Was that Grixis Delver? I think so.
Yeah, I believe so.
I think so.
Okay.
Shows how much attention I'm paying. Yeah. So good at this. All right. Let's jump back over to our other match. Terry's up a game. It looks like they're just a couple turns in. Once again, I still don't know what this card is.
Man, I have a hard time seeing what that card is. I'm kind of curious. Let's see. R. Jordan's nice.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I didn't get the whole story. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you were able to go and do some other things. All right.
Interesting shoes on bags for the X series. Didn't care about the cards. Yeah, generally at the airport they don't care about cardboard.
Not usually. However, I have heard of a lot of Magic players like getting their whole bag looked through because of how many like cases and compartments. Yeah.
I've heard of that as well.
Yeah, that's good. Wasn't long for you at all. That's great. Such pretty islands. I know. I actually he's got a guru and he has an APAC.
Yeah, the other one.
Sailboat land. Right. Yeah. Somebody came prepared. We don't see gurus around here a lot, so that's it's kind of fun to see. Somebody likes their land still deck.
Yeah, I've experienced the same thing. Most of my bag, every time I get, at least they look in the top at least. Yeah. That was what they did the last time, but for the most part.
You do like the APAC island? Actually, speaking of that, I came back from Seattle with a full set of all my APACs and Euros. I have one of each.
Yeah,
I love them.
You showed them to me.
I did. I was showing them off to people. I was like, look, I'm so happy.
I told you I was leaving the store with them.
Yeah, he did. Oh, no, sorry. He did say that. He didn't actually leave the store with them. APAC is better in your opinion. Interesting. I like them all a lot. A lot.
It depends on the guru for me.
Mm-hmm.
I like the forest and the swamp. I don't particularly enjoy the.
I'm also the person who likes like as many different arts in my deck as I can get. So that's not really surprising, is it?
I mean, that's how my Tron lands are. My Tron lands are pretty cancerous.
Like the only reason I actually like having a standard deck is because it actually lets me use a lot of the beautiful basic lands I have. Yeah. That's the only reason. I start playing the format and I'm like, what am I doing? But
that's actually why I've been building a deck with a lot of basics and Legacy.
See, this is why I like Nick Fit.
I built fish for that reason.
Fish?
Yeah.
Just tons of islands. Okay.
All the islands.
If you were gonna mix it up, you do what Matt does and just like have like one of each of your like absolute favorites. That's the way I make my decks. I have one of each of my absolute favorites.
I generally just use the lands I opened in Onslaught back when I played forever ago.
Okay. I really like the Onslaught lands.
Somebody switched his creatures, and that's funny.
They're probably teasing him.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
If anybody was there last Friday, Terry stepped in to commentate with me. The things that he had to say were pretty funny regarding like the way that he plays and the complaints he has about things.
Oh yeah,
he just goes off on like all sorts of rants. I really enjoy them.
Yeah. That's a nimble mongoose. That's foil right there, right?
Yeah, it is. I can't see if he has threshold, and I didn't pay attention to the life total difference, but
think so. Ooh, that's unfortunate.
You forgot to spend 210 prize ticks. That's not like a ton, but
about a half a box worth.
Yeah, that's a decent amount. Yeah. You did well though. You did well. Vivi's the person who came away with an 11-4 and got two pro points in the standard event. We're proud of her.
There you go.
Ooh, Onslaught 338, huh? I have one of each of the foil Onslaught lands. I can't think of exactly what one that is.
338, I believe, is the one with the mountain in the middle of it, but I'm not positive on that.
I have to search it up. Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, that was the one I was thinking of.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's that one.
Yeah, I like that one.
Me too. I'm not going to show chat, though. I'm not mean.
So what does the meta look like tonight?
I'm not sure. Usually it's a little all over the place. We'll have a couple copies of Grixis Delver, a couple copies of lands usually, even though I think there's only one here today.
I don't think we have a single copy of lands actually playing tonight.
Oh,
Paul's playing Steel Stompy.
He's playing Steel Stompy. That's
so
right.
I don't think we have lands. I know we have a Reanimator deck. And as we were saying, a couple Grixis and other
probably
Delver
some 4-color.
Yeah,
we usually see 4-color as well.
I actually didn't look how many people we had signed up. I think we
and
had
then,
like 16 or so.
And then our Soul Lands Magic player is sitting next to me, so we took it. Everybody's like, I don't want to play against Chalice, and then Ryan's like, you don't have to. I'm gonna go cast with Gyre.
Yeah, exactly. I was actually planning on playing Fish tonight.
Oh, you're gonna play? Oh, well, now I'm kind of mad.
That's
I made
okay.
you come.
I mean, it still plays Soul.
It does. Yeah, it does still play Chalice.
It plays Chalice. Doesn't play any Soul Lines, but Chalice.
All right, so it looks like Terry wraps this one up. Nimble Mongoose for the win. As it turns out, Nimble Mongoose is hard to interact with.
I don't know. This Innocent Blood was a good way to do it.
Yeah, he had him. But
except they had two not Nimble Mongooses, unfortunately.
I think most of the time it's gonna hit like a Delver or like a Hooting Mandrills or something, and then you just leave your hexproof creature on the board.
Yeah.
But all right, so Terry takes this one. Let's jump back over to our other match.
Let's see if they're still playing.
Yeah, looks like they are. Looks like we're in the middle of a Gitaxian Probe. So we see a Verdant Catacombs.
We should fix that light.
Yeah, we should fix that light. Oh look, he's got it. He's got a Euro land. Look at that. He's got a Loam. A Loam. Well, he's got Loam Wasteland. That's kind of fun. And he had a Verdant Catacombs, so he's actually gonna try to hit Delver's mana here. Interesting. So Zach spent turn 1 thought seizing Delver, which I would assume is his only creature. I can't. It looks like Brainstorm and Volk are at the bottom of his hand.
Brainstorm, Volk, and I can't tell what the last card is, to be honest with you. It's just all white. It's a Brainstorm.
Yeah, that's
as
a Brainstorm.
Well. Okay.
Yeah. So we've got a Brainstorm here.
Yeah.
Looks like there are a couple unknowns as well.
Yeah. So it looks like a. Well, Wasteland and Lightning Bolt is one of the two of the cards he drew.
I can't tell.
That's fair. It's real hard to see with that glare.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my Snickers?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay, fair enough.
I've been eating all day, so I just grabbed the Snickers, guys.
Nah, that's fair. Spellpierce, Brainstorm. Keep moving in that direction like it'd make my view better of his hand. Doesn't actually do anything.
All of us who cast regularly, we've all gone through that stage. Can I see it?
No.
Nope, can't see it.
Doesn't change.
Mm-mm. So it looks like he picked up a young pyromancer, but he's just gonna wasteland.
I mean, that seems to be the right play for the most part.
I'm actually not sure about that. Well, okay. I guess you're just keeping him
down
No.
2 mana, but
No.
I didn't really. I mean, he didn't have any colored mana to begin with in that hand.
Oh, he does. Oh, he doesn't.
His underground sea got wasted.
He's brainstorm locked, and
That's
okay.
unfortunate.
So Zach did end up drawing another wasteland. So casting Loam here just to get a wasteland back probably won't make sense. But if there's not another line, he'll probably just pick up these 3 lands in his graveyard. Like, why not, right? Like next turn you can slam your True Name Nemesis, and then make sure wasteland's keeping them off of any other lands. Colin probably doesn't play with any basics. Most Grixis Delver decks don't.
Looks like he's going to discard. Yeah, he's got 8 cards in hand.
Wow, this is just gonna be it, huh?
I don't think he's going to recover from this. Not with the Life from the Lone Wasteland loop. I mean, unless he draws a Surgical, I guess.
You know how often I see a Grixis Delver deck get wastelanded and like it actually just kills them? Pretty much never. and now here's like almost a lock. Because he sees Delver, or not Delver, sorry, Ponder. Yeah. And well, I think that card was his first card after he brainstorm locked himself, so he was like hoping to find a land there.
Oh that was the first card past the brainstorm. I gotcha.
But even then, it would need to be a fetch, and like what would you be doing with it? Like you need to either play a Deathrite Shaman or Cantrip, and now Zach has cut off the Cantrip, so he just sees that there's not a land there, and he's like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could Lightning Bolt the Leovold. Yeah, but he has the Wasteland in hand, so it didn't matter. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Then you have to fetch, and then you have to like kill the Leovold, and then you just go back to square one.
Yeah, it seems like a bad plan.
Mm-hmm. All right, so 1-1, we get one more game. Thank goodness. As much as I just wanted to sit here for 18 minutes.
Yeah.
Talking about Seattle.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad subject to it.
No, not too bad.
And these pink sleeves remind me of a friend from Logan. Any Doomsday in the room?
Goblin guy, actually, our caster that casts with me on Fridays, he's a Doomsday player. He's not here today though. I don't know if there are people in chat who are that way.
I mean, I enjoy playing Doomsday. I don't own all the cards for it, though. I've been playing it on online a little bit.
OMG Doomsday. I think he likes Doomsday.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fun deck. I have a very difficult time winning with it. I'm just bad at making piles, it turns out.
That's usually what would indicate if you're a good Doomsday player or not.
Yeah, no,
Can you make the piles?
I like think about it for like 5 minutes and then still don't have a pile. It's like, okay, that's an underground suit? It's a beta underground. Oh no, it's German Black Lord. Actually, I can't tell. It might be a beta.
FBB.
Or in black order.
Yeah, I can't tell. We can never tell from here. Should we just give him the benefit of the doubt and just be like, yep, definitely beta.
Definitely
100%. 100% beta.
Playing a $2,000 land or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a death right, okay. I'm changing his mind, okay.
And, all right, so Verdant, he's got a couple options. He can either play a Death Rite of his own or a Ponder.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to play the Death Rite, but
he should be at 19, not 17.
I'm no doctor though. We'll see.
Ooh, that's a pretty swamp.
More Euro lands. Man, people's land game has been on point tonight.
Yes,
this has been great. We had that one stream where we just judged everybody's basic lands harshly. That's probably what did it. It just took them a couple weeks for them to come in the mail.
My basic lands are non-existent in my Eldrazi deck, which gets me in trouble with Ghost Quarter frequently. But
yeah, you can't get too choosy when it comes to wastes, even if you ran one.
I mean, there are the foil that one, like a gemstone looking one. I can't remember what it was called. True name. Okay,
so he casts. It looks like he misses, and then he does flashback and
cast. Cabal Therapy
takes out the true name.
Yeah, I don't. The only matchup I ever need one waste for is lands, and I have such a hard time winning that matchup to begin with that it's just one waste isn't gonna save me.
I want to say the version that I played, and I did 5-0 with Eldrazi Post once.
Yeah.
But I want to say it did have a waste in the sideboard.
Some of them do.
Yeah.
I've opted to not have it because they're just cards better than for the meta generally. Like the other day, let's see, I think it was last Friday when everybody was gone. We had a 6-man tournament with 2 dredge players. It was like, okay, there's
great.
So much graveyard. 2 dredge and a reanimator, I believe, is what part of the meta was.
Yeah, I agree. Basics in Deathblade are a little odd, especially since we know he has a swamp and an island.
I haven't seen a single white card.
Do you think he's on something else?
He might be on something else.
Usually he plays Deathblade.
He might be on a 3-color loam, maybe? I don't know.
I guess he did play a Leovold, huh?
Yeah, he might be on just 4-color control. 4-color Leovold, maybe.
Do they usually play True Name?
I don't know. I haven't looked.
Sorry, it was the Jitte that made me think that, and he's been on a 4-color version, so the duels didn't tip me off.
Yeah, I just haven't seen a single white mana or card.
Okay, let's just take off. That's a good point. I just automatically assumed. Sorry, guys.
I mean, he could be just playing bug control, for that matter. Or soul type control, I guess is a better way of putting that, sorry.
Anybody in chat would tell you bug is correct.
That's fair. I mean, either way, I'm not really. Catacombs
does not equal Blade Dex, is what he's saying.
Yeah, that's true. Fair. That's fair.
We've seen him play 4-color Blade, though. But you're right, we haven't seen a Tundra yet, and that's usually the first time that they go for.
Yeah, that was what was the fetches and stuff. Where Mesa. Well, I mean, 4-color, I guess you probably wouldn't run Verdant in 4-color, even because you can't fetch Tundra, so yeah, I guess that's a fair point. It seems like, let's see, he's got Young Pyromancer in what, 3 tokens? Is that what that is? Okay.
Have we seen a red card yet? I don't think we have.
Let's see, we got Leovold. No, I don't think he's playing red.
You think this is just a Sultai deck?
It might be.
Diabolic Edict's not looking so great at the moment.
Edict. Okay, I'll sack a token.
Yeah, I'll sack the tapped token. Everything will be fine.
He's probably going through the same thing in his head right now.
Yeah, like, that's not what I wanted. But I feel like Diabolic Edict is like always correct to bring in against Delver, just because like you always want their creature off the board.
Yeah.
And Pat and Kyre. This is Ryan. That is definitely not Patrick.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
You guys do not look similar to me at all.
Maybe the beard. No.
Maybe
A little bit.
But I am Kyre. I'm still me.
I would hope so.
Last I checked, at least.
Last you checked? Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I want to trust your opinion.
Yeah, nobody does.
Sorry, let's stop putting this off screen.
All right, so budget Patrick.
That's not very nice.
I would have gone the other direction.
Budget Patrick. What do you mean?
I was gonna say the new and improved.
Oh.
But what do I know? Jorgensen always knows the things, and I don't. So
that's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, so now Diabolic Edict's usually getting like a Deathrite Shaman or a Gurmag Angler or like a True Name or a Delver, right? All things that you really, really want off the board, and there's not a whole lot of preference there either, right? Like most times you cast Diabolic Edict against this deck, you don't really care what it's killing. It's getting rid of something. That's the point.
Yeah, the only time it's not good is against Young Pyromancer.
Right.
So, I mean, you're 3 cards in the list versus the other 7 creatures.
Every time I play against this deck and I bring in Edicts, I always want to put like a little check mark every single time I actually get a Young Pyro with my Edict.
Yeah, you know? I mean, if you hit the Pyromancer itself, that's fantastic.
That's not very nice either, Kyre. I can't win. All right.
I think my favorite card I've played against Grixis Delver is actually Engineered Plague, because you name human, the Pyromancer immediately dies, Delver immediately dies. I love those.
Well, Kyre at least. Yeah. Yeah, I'm back. I'm here. Things are happening.
Indeed. Let's see, so we're still Pyromancer beat down, it looks like. A beard is a beard. Indeed. It is.
I mean, most people do call things by what they're normally called.
Yeah. Does he just have 3 lands in hand, Zach?
He had 2 earlier. Yeah, beautiful Euro lands. Yeah, I know, they're really gorgeous. I don't think that they would be my first choices, but I really like them.
I do like the French Swamp, the one with the purple running through the field. Mm-hmm. Oh, that one's fantastic.
What's Zach on? I don't know. Like he usually plays a Deathblade deck, and I had it labeled as Deathblade almost the entire match, and now we're not really sure. We think it's just some Sultai control, I guess. Use APAC lands and paper. I like to like mix it up and like have like, so let's say I have like 3 lands. I like to have like one like pretty unland. Okay. Ooh, and then I like to have like a Lorwyn land and then like an APAC or Euro land. That's usually what I do.
I like that mix.
Yeah.
When I was playing Commander, I ended up buying 25 of Shadowmoor Forests. I do love Shadowmoor lands.
Which one? I actually have a foil of each in my cube.
I do love the
Shadowmoor. Yeah, I really like them.
I wish the foiling was a little brighter because it is very dark. Very dark. Yeah. But other than that.
For draft, you use beta or signed it unlimited. See, I don't care for those. I think that's not a popular opinion, but I really don't have a large love for beta, unlimited, or revised basics.
I mean, I like beta. They're not my favorite by any means, though.
Mm-hmm.
confused why he hasn't played a land in 2 turns.
It's like not really a reason not to. Unlimited basics is what you grew up with, and so you just keep using them.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
It's essentially what I did. I mean, I just use Onslaught ones that I opened back in the day, so.
Yeah. See, I actually started playing competitively in the Lorwyn block.
Yep. Looking through his list, it's definitely Sultai control.
Look, we got it labeled correctly. 3 years later.
With 6 minutes left in the round.
Yeah, alright. Snapcaster could do something. Is it just a Ponder? Is that all he's got?
Ponder, yeah.
There's no Fatal Push, no...
There's a Diabolic Edict and Ponder, the only 2 targets.
Shoot.
Okay, that's a good way to start, yeah.
Well, out of curiosity, how's their condition? Because white border lands, man, they get gross. But if they're like really clean, then I'm sure they look great.
Yeah, I've seen some pretty bad looking duels with the white border.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I saw Leah cantrips.
Cats and
I
Cantrips.
cannot say her store's name to say
Cats and Cantrips.
Cats and Cantrips. She altered a friend of mine's Bayou that was like just half destroyed, and it looked great. It looked really
Awesome.
good, actually. So, let's see. So he did Ponder with that. Wow. I still have no idea what the 2 lands on Colin's side of the board are. I think they're an Underground Scene and...
I don't know the other one.
Yeah, I have no idea what the other one is. Might be a Wasteland. That might be why he didn't play a land for so long.
Well, both Undergrounds.
Both Undergrounds, okay.
Keep your hand there.
Exactly. Ones and Drafter, okay. Well, I mean, that's still pretty good.
That's fine. Light play look just fine. It's once they're like MP and down where I feel like
I have a hard time.
They've lost all their playability, and you should retire them.
Yeah, exactly. Saved by the shadow of the hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we do need to angle that light just a
little higher.
A little higher.
Yeah.
I think it got pointed down sometime during the week.
I'm telling you, man. 1 week
and
being gone, and everything goes and everything goes downhill. It's bad. Like, come back from Seattle and I'm like looking around, I'm like, where is everything? What is this?
Yeah, I mean, winning duels is always a good feeling.
Definitely.
Yeah, I somehow ended up with most of the duels I own are near mint for some reason. Okay, own, I mean. Yeah.
Mine are all, I want to say all of them are either near mint or they're NP. There's like no in between. There's like no in between. Like, you'll look at them and you'll be like, oh yeah, clearly MP, and I'll be like, yeah, it looks fine, like whatever. And then you look at other ones and they're like, wow, this one's beautiful, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. It's just I just have the ones that I have, you know.
I mean, I play with all my duels and they're all near mint. I don't know how I ended up with 4 near mint duels, but that's what I ended up with.
We take what we can get.
It's true. Mine was an offer from a friend that I ended up doing a huge trade with, so I didn't have to pay for them in the immediate sense. There is a Fatal Push.
And a Fluster. Yep, that is going to get Fatal Push.
Mainly because I don't play colored decks very often. I generally stick to
he plays Soul Land decks.
Soul Land, thank you. I've forgotten the name of him. I generally play
He likes the City of Traders and Ancient Tombs. So he doesn't use his duels a lot.
I don't. You're right.
And when you do, usually somebody's like, hey, I have an extra deck, and you'll sit there and you'll go, do I want to play that other person's deck more than my own? And sometimes you'll be like, Yeah, I'll jump on it. So usually when you're playing with duels, it's like somebody else's deck.
That's true. Yeah. Ooh, which one? I love soul land decks. I have most of them. Still need to rebuild Mono Red Prison. Soul lands and gobos.
Yeah, you have yet to let me play Tezzeret.
Hey,
then again, I have yet to like play in one of these
I was
tournaments.
gonna say you just need
I
to
never
ask,
play.
my friend.
I need to have Brian cover for me.
Okay.
Some Tuesday.
Ooh, Chalice. Chalice is
I'll play
a
something
very
silly.
nice card. I like Chalice a lot. I got told I hated playing Magic because of that card. Also, I hated fun, which, I mean, is not wrong. I do enjoy me having fun. I don't like my opponents having fun. It's not actually true, but yeah, no, I mean, let me know, man. I've got plenty of different decks for you to try.
It would be Tezzeret. I want to play Tezzeret.
That's a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
I can pretend I play Legacy.
I think most people would do just fine at pretending.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch the stream enough, I mean, you'll know the general play of the decks for that matter. I mean,
And Ghost Quartering Goblins.
Wow. How many lands do you play out of curiosity?
He wants to win games against Deathray Shaman.
I don't blame you on that one.
I guess he is the Goblin guy, huh?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, his name is that. That's awesome.
Dual lands, Deathrite Shaman, Brainstorm. What else are there? Well, there are soul lands. We just went through that, and there's also this card called Force of Will, which is really important. And then there are some cards that have this word Storm on them.
Yeah,
some do.
Yeah. That also involves duels.
Yeah.
There's
and then there are decks that are just called lands, which really don't play with any more than like one duel. Even though their name is
plays two
Tagas.
Two Tagas usually, yeah. Like Goblins Live and Lackey Swing. Well, I mean, yeah. See, Goblin Lackey is not the one that comes in.
That's the one drop Lackey, I think.
Oh, one drop Lackey, yeah, that's right.
It's the one that like lets you put something, for a goblin from your hand into play, I believe.
Oh yeah, that's right. When it attacks, that's right. Okay.
I was hit with it on turn 2, play a siege game. Everything's great.
Yeah, Siege Gang Commander. I love that card.
It's getting reprinted.
Yeah, I saw that.
And its art looks terrible.
So you know, bad. I mean, they kind of did that same thing to Goblin Guide. Let's be honest. Goblin Guide's new art wasn't exactly fantastic either.
I wouldn't call it awful. I think the new Siege Game is awful.
Yeah, I think it's worse than the original. It's definitely worse than the original.
It's worse than the original. He actually looks like a guide in this one, though.
True.
The first one, not so much.
Time. So it looks like they're soon to be on turns, if not on turns.
Well, I think this game's been over for a little while.
Yeah.
But it just took Colin a little while to get this turn in on the board and through.
Yeah, I play 25 lands in most of my decks that run Wastelands.
Now my deck's the same way. I play Jund, and I've got my 20 lands plus my 4 Wastelands.
I don't really consider Wasteland a land almost. It's more like a spell that can't be countered, essentially. Well, it looks like Grixis Delver took it.
Yeah, just what we needed. A little more Grixis Delver in our lives.
Oh no, that's what won GP Seattle, and that guy was impeccable in his plays. I watched that. Oh.
It's a great deck, and I've talked about it with a lot of people, and I really do think that it's not busted. I think that it just has more game against everything than any other deck.
Yeah,
it has less things that just wreck it.
Well, I was listening to the stream, and the way that the commentator was talking about it, and he's like, the deck is just super finely tuned and gone through in like just by everybody, and everybody's come to the conclusion that this is the best list for it. So it just seems that everybody's agreed on that deck, the way it is just
what it needs to be.
What it needs to be, almost in perfection.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a good deck.
And you know what? It interacts a lot. I enjoy watching it most games. I think the games that aren't all that fun is what the games that any other Wasteland deck has, where you Wasteland them and the game just kind of ends.
Kind of like we saw in round 1 there, yeah.
It's like, oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. And yeah, 22 lands isn't bad for a Deathblade deck. I see in those kind of control leader decks, they run anywhere from 20 to 23, 24 lands. Generally 23 is about where they sit.
Yeah. With
Wasteland being the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd lands.
Look at this. Pairings are already going up, so we're going to have a quick transition here, guys. And it looks like none of the 4 people we just saw are going to be in our feature match area.
Oh, do we want to...
Which like, never happens. Do you want to run out there and do it real quick? Yeah, just angle it up a little higher. Okay, so we've got Noah and Travis. And we also have Jeff versus Craig. Let's see. See if we can fix that glare real quick. No cards are on the table. How am I supposed to know? Yeah, just put it. That should be fine. Just give that a shot.
We'll see if that's a little better. Should be. Looks like that.
Okay. Let's watch this one. Yeah.
Sure. Let's see, who's that again? Who's that?
Jeff and Craig.
Sounds good. I was actually just out there listening, and Craig was like, "Oh, everybody gets to see my horrible misplays."
You know, you say something like that, and I'm jumping right on.
Exactly.
And guess what game we're watching?
Exactly. Just how we like it.
Thanks for deciding for me.
Yeah, I have this. I'm the same way. I like colorless a lot, but green is still my favorite color.
Green is, huh?
I like green. Green has always been my favorite color.
Mine is black. I like those ones.
Yeah.
Green's my second though.
Okay. Green black is my favorite color combination, so I'm there with you.
I didn't know you liked any colors in Magic, so
that's 100% fair.
This is all news to me.
100% understand that one.
All right, let's get that time fixed. There we go. All right, we're up. We're going. Things are happening and whatnot. So I think Jeff is usually on
He's
DMT.
on Death and Taxes. Yep, that's what he's on.
Okay. Death and taxes. Speaking of taxes.
Let's see. It looks like he's on Elves. Yeah, he's on Elves.
Elves.
Elves is Visionary.
Oh, yes. Oh, this is going to be such a cool matchup. Sorry, I love the Elves deck.
Elves is a very fun deck, I agree.
The only reason I like it so much is because I can't play it. Yeah. Every time I try playing it, I'm like, this deck is over my head. It is so hard to play.
Yeah, in response to the question about Deathrat getting banned with Reanimator decks would just run rampant. I'll be honest. One of the main...
I think people would board heavier against graveyards. So that should be mentioned.
I agree, but I still think that they... Yeah, I don't know. That's a hard one, though. Death and Taxes loses unless they splash. I mean, I used to play Elves. That was the first Legacy deck I ever played.
Does he have a Taiga in his hand?
Yes, he does. No, it's a Plateau. No. I can't tell. It looks like a Taiga.
What do you use red for in Elves? Don't you usually use Bayou for Death Rights?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, you got...
Well, I hope it's Bloodbraid. It's not going to be, but...
I'm intrigued why there's a taiga in his hand.
Oh, Rurikthar.
Okay.
Good call. Good call.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They don't usually play Blood Moon, but
I've seen a few, but not.
Can you run out there and get him to shuffle the Green Sun back into his deck?
Yeah.
Okay. He got it.
Never mind, we're good.
He got it. He's like, here.
Shuffle that Green Sun. So he comments got it. Yeah.
I know you, chat. I know we're all waiting for them to make mistakes so that you can chime in. Man with a plan hasn't said anything this whole time. One little thing goes wrong. Get it. Make him shuffle that. Get over there. But he got the ramp he needed. He's got the Dryad Arbor.
He's got the natural order in hand. Yeah, I mean the card does say shuffle, search for it, shuffle, and then shuffle the Green Sun in. That is how the card reads. Not very many players do it that way though.
You hear this is a good matchup for D&T, little Kappa. Yeah, it's probably not so good for D&T. I think our other tables got burn on it though, which doesn't usually make for the most interactive games.
Yeah, we got Burn versus Grixis, it looks like.
Yeah, it does look that way. Order for the Hoofman, huh? Does look like that's something that's going to happen
shortly.
So no swords. If there was a Swords to Plowshares, that symbiote would have been gone. Absolutely gone.
It looks like he has a Caracas in hand, but I can't see any of the other cards.
Well, Caracas isn't going to help a lot.
Oh, no, I understand that. That was the only card I caught when he fanned it out the last time. Let's see, he's got a Stoneforge as well.
So one of the best cards against elves is Jitte.
Oh, it's so good.
Or Jit, or whatever you guys want to call it.
Say,
whatever you guys want to call it.
Umezawa's card.
Umezawa's weapon of choice.
He does have Jit in hand, actually. He does have the Jit. That's right there.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you were saying?
Well, he's got a Stoneforge anyway, so...
That's fair.
So he's probably just going to play a creature here.
Play the Jit next turn, Thalia. I mean, that makes it so natural order is a little harder to cast next turn, but not impossible. Depends on what he draws.
I think this was his best play. So, next getting this Jit's going to be really, really hard, though, to get it up and going. Okay, so...
He's to quit.
All right, so
makes me laugh, actually.
Craig is thinking about casting Glimpse with only one creature to cast. I mean, he would be able to bounce one more creature. Okay, so he is gonna Glimpse. So let's see how many cards he can draw.
He can cast one. He's got a Heritage Druid in hand, and it looks like he could probably bounce the Heritage Druid and cast it again if you wanted, because he has the Taiga he can play this turn.
He found another Heritage Druid. So this is pretty darn good.
Yeah, I think he.
Yeah, I think you just play the Taiga and play it. This way you get 3 more mana off of...
You get 3 mana, bounce a creature, then you can cast the Elvish Visionary again.
Oh, we found a Nettle Sentinel. Okay.
Okay, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, here we go. So 3 mana off the Heritage Druid. And it looks like Jeff's got a little die there to show 2. That. So Nettle Sentinel comes in.
2, okay.
Did he find a Korean Ranger?
Yeah.
Oh man, he's just tearing them all off the top.
And he found a Green Sun Zenith. Nope, I can't tell what that is. He's looking too fast.
No, that's it. Just Green Sun Zenith natural order. So okay, so now we're going to activate.
That's the Visionary would be my guess. Oh, he doesn't have 3 mana, so he has to bounce one of the 1 mana ones. That's actually kind of unfortunate. I guess
he can get 3 more.
Oh, because he could untap a creature and then tap those 3 again. I think he did. Okay, he should have bounced the Visionary.
I think he should have as well.
Because he would have drawn 2 cards instead.
He's got 4 mana in the pool right now, and here's another draw.
Yeah, except he drew a land that looked like a fetch.
Okay.
I think. And
he's only activated this.
Yeah, it was a fetch. Okay.
This symbiote, not the Aquarian Ranger.
Yeah, Aquarian Ranger is still.
Most people put him like upside down or whatever. to show that they've used it for that turn, but this isn't too complicated of a board state, so you should be able to remember.
Yeah, there's only one of each.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it looks like he's activating Quarian Ranger to untap.
Yep,
Visionary, okay.
Untap an elf and return a forest. Or is it just a forest?
It's untap a return a forest and untap target creature.
Has to be a forest. That's
has
right.
to be a forest. Yep.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, there's only like 2 lands in that deck. Or there's the 4 guys cradles is the only option.
So up to 6 mana here, and
let's see, I don't think he has the kill if he orders.
I don't think so either.
Let's see. No, he has 5, 6, 7.
He's got 7. He's gonna lose 1.
Lose 1. So he'll stay at 7 because the creator counts itself.
Yeah.
So then he has 3. 2. Oh, he if he doesn't
7
catch
plus
the
the
Nettle
Wirewood?
Sentinel on tap, he already missed that trigger.
Arbor was in play though.
I understand, but the Nettle Sentinel needed to attack to kill.
No, Nettle Sentinel came in this turn. He just needs to use Quarian Ranger to untap the Dryad Arbor, and he should win.
Oh, he already used the Quarian Ranger to untap to get the 3 mana.
Oh, that's right.
So he's gonna take
14. I think this is fine. This isn't gonna be lethal, but like, what's Jeff gonna do, right?
8. No, that is lethal because Crater Hoof's a 5/5, so you have 14, 19. I guess he goes to 1.
May as well be.
Yeah, he'll go to 1. No, because let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Wirewood's is an 8/8, and Crater Hoof's a 12/12.
Not that.
So that is lethal unless he blocks with the Thalia, and so he'll go to 1. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, and there's no out from there, right? There's no Terminus top deck.
Ooh. That'd be funny.
That would be hilarious. Yeah, he just packs it up.
Fair enough. Okay.
So Jeff cast 1 card and then he died.
It tends to happen with elves unless you have a lot of disruption. Wonder.
All right.
Let's see how Burns doing against Grixis over here. Oh,
this
is an interesting board state.
Looks like game 1. Yep, Noah's at 3 life, and he's got to deal with 2 creatures
and any spell off the top.
Thalia does not seem great against elves. Yeah, that's because it literally only touches like 2 of their cards.
it hits 7 cards, or it hits all your Green Sun, all of your Glintz, all of your natural orders. So I mean, you're at like 7 cards, but still 7 out of. I mean, you still play 25 creatures or something like that, so it's not great. I agree.
It's probably better than a lot of other things in the deck, honestly. Like,
yeah,
I think a lot of the stuff that D&T has just doesn't interact with elves well.
No, it's a very bad matchup for D&T.
Yeah. They just need one of those cards. It's like you can only cast 1 thing a turn. Settle down. Rule of law, or you know,
yeah.
So isn't there like an enchantment creature that does it? Like,
it's
Eidolon of Rhetoric.
Eidolon of
Rhetoric.
No, Rhetoric's draw. I thought. No, it is.
That's
Rhetoric.
Spirit of the Labyrinth.
Yeah, you're right. It is Eidolon of Rhetoric. You're right. Sorry. Price of Progress. Yeah, he's.
I'm gonna deal you 10 damage and me 0.
Yeah, I mean he could make it 9 by fetching for nothing because it's a May ability.
You know, you get all those people who are like, okay, I'm gonna play the best deck, you know, and I'm gonna grind with this deck, and then you have other people that are like, you know, that best deck that you like to play, I'm gonna use 1 card that kills you in 1 hit. just 10 you, no biggie.
Yeah.
You're at 3, doesn't matter. 10 damage.
I like the Pontiff Splash seems good. I'm still the ship's still out on Direfleet Daredevil in my opinion. I don't know whether it's a good enough card. I don't know.
Don't worry, Bryce. We'll go back to the real world. Our main feature match is elves and Death and Taxes. Look at this. Bryce is in our chat. And he ditched us today. And here he is, just chilling in the chat. Can you guys believe that? What is he doing? Oh, yeah, altars. Yeah, MTG Bot's talking about Bryce's altars, if you guys haven't seen what he's been up to. He's been up to a lot lately.
I still need to talk to him.
So click on that link.
Yeah.
Check him out. So Jeff needs to get down that Jitte like and just going for it as fast as possible, right? Like he needs to like hit on turn 3 with that Jitte, I swear. He needs to like attack with a mom. You know? He needs to go like mom, Jitte, turn 3, attack with
swords attack, yeah.
Oh yeah, swords, equip, attack. Like
exactly.
I think that would be a pretty good start against elves. It'd probably be fine.
Might be about your only game where you win, to be honest with you. It's just such a hard matchup for mono white Death and Taxes.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
Because all your attacks and effects generally don't matter to it. Well, we'll see. I've definitely lost to it as elves. Games where you draw nothing but spells. I've had a few of those. No, that's more Pauper range. Electricity just doesn't. For 3 mana to do 1 damage to everything is just too expensive. Mainly because no.
Electricity is 2.
To overload it's 2.
I believe so. It's 1. It's 1 to cast, 1 to overload.
That's right.
I'm pretty sure it's just 2 mana total.
It is 2 mana. You're right.
It's fine.
It's just not good in Legacy though. There's not enough one toughness creatures and all.
I don't know. Is it 3, Jason? Now I'm like second guessing. I don't know.
Check. It's great against Pauper. I agree. I actually have played it myself.
Marsh Casualties is usually the one that you see on 2 that just gives -1/-1. It's
much better.
Yeah, it's 2. Here's the problem, Jason, is that a lot of times when you want that kind of a board wipe, it needs to be able to clear True Name Nemesis, and because electricity is dealing red damage, it doesn't kill True Name. So that's like the biggest reason that it's not relevant.
I don't think so. I think he's just playing with older basics. It looks like he's playing with German Black Border Revised.
I'm not sure.
I can't tell.
Some people do split them. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Like there's not really a reason not to unless like you need your basic lands to look a certain way.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. So Revoker's probably naming Wirewood would be my guess.
That'd probably be my name.
Either that or Aquarian Ranger. Those would be my two go-to.
This can get mana abilities though. You could hit Heritage Druid.
Ooh, yeah. Actually, I might say Heritage Druid.
Revoker's kind of techie there. I mean,
I hate Revoker when I play against it.
Druid is usually like where it all goes wrong, right?
Yeah, he just got a Cradle though. Cradle 2. Green Sun for 1. Okay, so Jeff just had him shuffle it to begin with. I mean, that's a good way to begin with. So he brought in Thought Seizes.
Yeah, shuffles is a part of a resolution. You can usually shortcut it. Nobody's going to care.
Yeah, I mean, because once it resolves, it just finishes resolving before anything can happen to it anyway, so.
Is that the snow-covered plains, or is it just the normal plains from Ice Age? I honestly can never tell the difference. I can never tell.
Yeah, they're the same art.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Dryad Arbor number 2. Would you wasteland here? Would you get rid of a Dryad Arbor?
I might wait.
It's gonna hurt Cradle,
I would hit the Cradle still though. The Cradle's just.
I guess that's true.
3 mana. I don't know.
Does he have it?
Yeah, he does. Cradle's the bottom land.
Oh, it's in. No, that's Pendlehaven.
Oh, is that Pendlehaven? Oh, okay. I'm so close.
I'm pretty sure that's Pendlehaven.
Is that Pendlehaven? No, mate. Well, no. Let's see. It's Cradle.
Yeah. No. 100% Haven.
You're right. Sorry.
100% Haven.
Man,
I probably would have hit Dryad Arbor.
Yeah, that's fair. He may be waiting for a Cradle though, because if you draw the Cradle, he might be just out of luck. Because right now that single-handedly almost give him a natural order. I've seen some really interesting elves lists. I saw one that was running the Nissa, the 5-drop Nissa.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a lot of fun.
So he had to pay 2 mana here for a Glimpse. another mana for a symbiote, and we'll get the first draw. So this is glimpse number 2. That was the draw, I believe.
Yeah, it was. Wirewood.
Another
2.
symbiote.
Okay, drew a land. That time looks like a fat Windswept Heath. Actually, looks like a basic Plains almost.
I mean, the land's important here because he only has one. He only has one elf in play. Well, the fact that I feel like the Revoker's got to be naming Heritage Druid the way that he's playing this, because wouldn't
he's got a Heritage Druid in hand, doesn't he?
Yeah, but that's why he's playing the symbiote over the Heritage Druid.
That makes sense.
Because wouldn't you have wanted to play an elf there?
I think he's playing it right there. Okay. But I don't know if he has a second one in hand, does he?
Yeah, he has another Heritage Druid.
Oh, he does. Okay.
And now he's got a double glimpse hand. So that's he's probably gonna just pass the turn. He's gonna double glimpse this next turn and see if he can
get enough gas.
Pretty much play his deck, right?
Yeah.
If he could go into a cradle, he could probably.
So I mean, this is almost the setup we were talking about with the Jet. I mean, if he plays next turn, plays a Jet, it'd be pretty good.
Yeah, if he untaps here and plays a land, Jet, I would say he's actually favored.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like that's the case. He does have the Stoneforge. He could easily get the Jet in play. I feel like that's got to be your line. Just hope you don't die this next turn.
I mean, he's got double port. He could also just tap 2 lands.
I think Craig has all the lands he'd ever need.
True. I don't know. This match is a hard one for D&T, as we've said like 10 times. But
he's got Wasteland Port.
No, he has another port in hand.
Did he?
Yeah, he has another port in hand. That's what I was.
Yeah, he's going for the Stoneforge. I think I like this line better because porting's just temporary. Getting the Jit down and actually getting some counters on this, killing some creatures
is a little bit more permanent.
Yeah, I think this is what actually has to happen if Jeff wants any chance at winning this game.
Yeah, I mean, that makes a lot more sense than my line of play. I was just trying to come up with alternates.
No, that would have been. I mean, that would have been fine, right? Like, but I think that Craig didn't really need the lands.
I mean, I guess he does have 5, which is a lot for elves to begin with.
It really is.
Okay, so he is going to hit a Dryad Arbor now. He didn't play it.
That's fine, because he doesn't need to play it now. We know he has another. We know he has another land, so the plan is just to play land number 4 and attack. Yeah,
that makes sense.
All right, 4 mana.
Natural order. It costs 5, my friend. Yeah, I think he was just dead to that.
Your Dryad Arbor is not dead.
I can hear it. I'm snapping the cards. Oh. Yeah, if he didn't have the Thalia, I think he was just dead right there. Because if he'd gotten Crater Hoof, yeah, he would have been very dead.
Do you think he'll ever realize that his Dryad Arbor is in his graveyard?
No, he has the second one. He brought it back out. There was 2. One got wasted.
Oh, it got wasted. That's right.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought that he sacked
just
it
left
to
it there.
Sacked it to the natural order and just left it there.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm the silly one, of course.
That's okay.
All right, glimpse number 1.
Didn't draw anything good though, because he drew a Thoughts. No, I can't tell what that last card is.
Me either.
I know he brought in a couple Thoughtseizes because I saw him, but it's not. Oh, it's another Wirewood. That's what it is. It's the new art of Wirewood.
If Jitte hits and Heritage Druid or Symbiote is the name here, well,
my guess is it's Heritage Druid because he's not using it.
Yeah, okay, he just activated Symbiote. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
So
it's Heritage Druid.
It's definitely Heritage Druid.
I just drew another natural order, so
I think Jeff is gonna get this one.
Unless something crazy happens next turn. But you get the 2 counters on Jet, you kill 2 creatures. Yeah, I kill both the symbiotes.
Yeah.
I think
That's what I would do.
You just hoped for him to not draw a card, because then he could still kill you with the Crater Hoof, because he has the double natural order in hand.
Right.
Oh, but he still has to pay 3 for the jet.
No. He should. What are you doing? You should activate your
Stoneforge.
Activate your Stoneforge.
I agree. Oh, Mirrodin Crusader?
What?
Because you're after the double jet proc, maybe? I mean, that seems a little greedy in my opinion.
Okay, so I feel like he's found a way to lose this game.
Yeah, because he just drew a land. Yeah, I think he's dead right there. Except he's got a lot of blockers this time, but it would kill his board state. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you'll have a 11/11 Crater Hoof coming after you, and everything else being a 7/7. Yeah, you're just dead.
That's definitely lethal.
You're just dead then. I mean, unless you have he doesn't have white mana left open, so yeah, you can't swords. I think he's just dead.
What the heck just happened?
That was not what I was expecting at all.
You just activate Stoneforge, equip your Jitte to your Thalia, and you swing. And then you kill both symbiotes, and then they're just stuck with 3 elves that don't matter.
Yeah, that's what I would have done. Yeah, because the natural order comes in, you sack that. I mean, unless he grabs a Progenitus. I mean, even then, no. Today's punt. 1 punts per.
I mean, we don't even know that would have won the game, right? Because he did draw the land, so he was going to get a Crater Hoof into play no matter what, right? Like, and he was always going to sacrifice the Dryad Arbor. So, and he was still going to have 2 Heritage Druids and an Elvish Visionary. Yeah. I think this might have been lethal anyway.
Let's see. So he would have had, because he had the Dryad Arbor to sack.
Yeah, so it
1, 2, 3,
it would have been +4/+4 on 4 creatures. That's plenty.
Yeah, but he would have had 2 blockers. Oh no, because the Stoneforge would have been tapped, so he would have 1 blocker. So yeah, I think it would have been lethal either way. You're right.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's the end of it. It looks like.
All right, Elves takes this one. Man, I hope we get to see more Elves.
I do enjoy that deck.
Yeah,
a lot. Kill Arbor and Symbiote. Yeah, I guess if you kill the Arbor, then he doesn't have enough mana to cast the natural order.
Oh, that's true.
That's a fair point. Yeah, that's a good point. Thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
Can't cast no.
Yeah. You're right.
That's fair. That's a good point. I 100% forgot about that.
Yeah, then land doesn't get him there. And then once that happens, then you have a Thalia with a Jit, and then you just start porting them.
Then you can play your you can port
just
them.
Port them. Yeah. We just keep him off in natural order.
I agree.
Yeah, that would have done.
That would have been a lot better off. Bolt takes out the Delver. Oh, Force is taking out the Bolt. Okay. Oh, okay. Well,
did we get a game 3?
I think that was game 3. Was it? No, it might not. I don't know.
No, I want a game 3.
I agree. I'm just saying. Oh, it looks like a game 3. Okay. Man, 4 and 2. Those are some great life totals there. Yeah, it looks like game 3's happening.
Yeah, all right.
Perfect.
They're boarding. Sweet.
I like it. What's up, Bryce?
Bryce was in chat a little bit ago about to say he's Aros.
Yeah, Aros. Yeah.
Aros.
I don't know if he's in chat anymore.
Berman is Paul the Legend Berman, our store lands player.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know if he's still in chat or not. He might be.
You were too late. Yeah. He jumped in chat basically to make sure that the world wasn't collapsing without him. And then he saw Ryan here, and he was like, "Okay, we're good." Then he left to go attend to more important matters. So he says.
So he says. I would say baseball game for a child probably supersedes some things.
No, some things.
Yeah. Some things, not all. But some.
Because he didn't cast, I'll make him cast Friday. He'll be so mad. No, I'm not gonna do that. I might.
You might.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'll definitely want to play on Friday.
Okay.
By then, I'll have my cards that are coming in the mail.
Ooh.
2 turn nemesis.
That's it?
Yeah.
You can play some fish?
Yeah, I'm gonna borrow a couple tonight. But
cool.
I had an idea that they might spike at the end of GP, since that seemed to be the card that won pretty much every match for that Grixis Over player.
Yep.
So I was like, I'm just gonna buy these now.
It's probably smart. Where are they at?
They're like $30 and almost $31.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I think I ended up with mine for 29 or something like that. So it's not too bad. Yeah, now I just need one more back to basics.
Have those gone down at all?
Yeah, they're about 80 right now. They
So
were
no.
about 100, but they're
Not really.
not coming down very much.
Yeah, that deck wants back to basics a lot.
Yeah, it runs 2 of them.
Back to basics and Chalice in a creature deck? What's going on? What is going on?
Ether Vial, that's what's going on.
Yep. Ether Vial in your Chalice deck?
Cavern of Souls.
It's fine. Everything is fine.
Nothing is the matter.
Yep. All right, so let's see who can get there. We've got Noah, and he seems to be on Grixis Delver.
Looks like he's keeping that 1 lane hand. Okay.
And a similar scenario where Travis is probably like, "Oh man, play that 4th non-basic land. Do it, I dare you."
I would like to do 10 damage to you.
You won't.
Okay.
You won't. You won't do it. I always do the thing where I like so Grixis doesn't get to do this, but I like to go get like my 2 basics, and then I'll play a duel, and I'll make them feel real good about themselves, and then like my 4th land, I'm gonna play it, and they're gonna be like, "Oh man, a 4th land is just gonna be a wasteland." So like every time they like use price progress, it's just I'm just gonna wasteland my own land, and
I've done
it just
that.
does actually nothing.
I did that when I was playing Mud one of the times. I wastelanded one of my ancient tombs. Because, I mean, I didn't tap them in. I didn't want to use them anyway. Doing a favor to the burn player using that. Oh, Searing Blaze.
Yep,
Such a good card.
That is a nightmare for Noah. Absolutely.
Unless he has a daze. It doesn't look like it, though.
Wow. Take 3, lose your death right. I think Travis is happy about this one. What do you think?
Just a bit. Yeah.
I think so.
The burn players generally like to make your normal fair people think better about their lives. Especially with Grixis, you have no basics whatsoever. Paying mana for a probe. Barbarian Ring. Nice double Eidolon.
He placed down his lava spike like I'm responding by lava spiking you.
Here follows the idea the Jazz are killing the Warriors. Oh, okay.
And the Warriors have like no players right now. But the Jazz are knocking on that number 3 seed door. Just saying. If they beat the Blazers like in a couple days here and they win this game, they could be number 3 seed. Wow, thanks for throwing me on a tangent. Jazz are gonna make the playoffs, and the Golden Knights are the 1st seed in their playoffs. Everything is great in the world, except for the jersey that I'm wearing because the Bengals can't seem to get it together.
I'm about to ask you what jersey you're wearing. I don't follow the NFL at all.
This is Eifert's jersey. He's a tight end.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Oof, Eidolon.
Scary.
Take 2.
They're up by 38. Oh, good glory.
Yeah, they are destroying them.
Yeah, not close. One team is playing and the other team's not. All right.
One team are running around on a wood floor.
Travis plays a Barbarian Ring, and Noah's got to be like, something to wasteland.
Yeah.
Wow. I never get these opportunities against Burn.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you have enough for that.
Yep, he sure does. And not only that, but Eidolon does not
deal well with a Gurmag.
So he's gonna have to lose 2 to cast this Rift Bolt, I believe.
Yeah, because it costs 3 exactly. So
updating their life totals a little bit there.
Yeah, I mean, at least they're a little bit on top of it.
Yeah.
Let's see. So he's got an Eidolon and double price in him. Is that what he's got? Or no, he's got the shard. Not sure. Oh, wait,
Lava Spike.
Lava Spike. Thank you. Mm-hmm. That's a very similar art to Shard Valley, actually.
Yeah, kind of is.
Just the way it looks from a distance.
Alright.
So he goes to 8. No, 9. Yeah, 12.
Yeah, I'm a chain lightning.
So,
everybody's losing some life.
Oh, so it is at 5. Wow, okay, he was at 11. Okay.
Alright, so now pretty much what Travis has done is say, okay, play a land. I dare you. You can't play a fetch land either, because you can always fetch and Bell Defined, but it would still deal damage.
Kill you.
Yeah. So he's just gonna attack for 5 here, and then it looks like he's just gonna cast his. Yeah, actually, I'll probably keep his Spell Pierce up.
Honestly, I think good. If he blocks with the Eidolon, he has another Eidolon in hand, so he can just play it on his next turn. But I mean, that doesn't seem like a.
Not the greatest.
Oh, man.
I think Noah's going to take this
6.
one.
I have a feeling that Noah is too, because that Gurmag's a real difficult thing to deal with.
Oh,
Fight
okay.
I mean, because casting Price of Progress takes 2. And then any of your other 1-drops, you take 2 as well.
I think this is the line that Travis needs to take. I think he needs to attack here.
Kill the Delver and play the Eidolon?
Because there's no way that Noah takes this, right? There's no possible way.
I agree. He can't. I mean, he'd just die.
Or maybe he can.
If he takes the, because it's 2.
He knows
if he
what's
takes
in hand.
Oh, because he's got a Spell Pierce.
He has Spell Pierce, so.
Wow, he didn't do anything.
Oh, I don't like that.
That was not the correct play, in my opinion. Yeah, because he's just going to come in for lethal at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, Jorgensen,
it's
same.
not even close. Death, right? Okay.
I just know basketball's on when there's a bunch of squeaking. That's all I hear when people have basketball on. Just squeak, 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 squeak.
That's so true.
That's all I can hear. The commentators are saying words, but you can't actually hear any of the words that they're saying because of all the squeaking.
Or they just don't make any sense. I'll be honest. Some of the commentators get off on weird tangents.
Yeah, what's that like?
I wonder.
Never done that before.
I have a hard time believing Travis is going to survive this, because this next turn, I mean, he's dead to 3 different things.
I really do thinking that I really do think that attacking was his only line. Now, if he drew a mountain for that unknown draw,
he did draw a mountain.
Then maybe there's no line to victory at all.
He does have a mountain in hand. For the squirrels. There you go.
So the players do the commentary for squirrels? That's kind of weird.
Man, how would you keep track of what's going on?
Why are squirrels watching basketball?
It's also fair.
Man, I have a lot of other questions.
This line of questioning is taking us down a tangent.
Uh-huh. All right.
Eidolon.
New Eidolon.
You're still dead, though.
Yeah, you're dead.
Because even Noah's like, I'm not sure how you get out of this, but okay.
Swing.
Bolting a Delver. Okay, so he does bolt the Delver. Yeah, because if he'd attacked, the Delver would have been dead.
Oh, look at that. Yep. Okay. Noah definitely had it. He had the lightning bolt to seal the deal.
Sweet.
Oh.
There you go. Interesting. Yeah, I honestly think that if he'd played Price after blocks, that would have been good, so he could take 2 Spell Pierce.
Yeah, I think there were absolutely better lines for the Burn player.
I agree with
Noah played real tight though. Yeah, Noah played really well.
I agree. I think the attacking, because he would have killed the Delver at least, unless he blocks. and then you kill him with the lightning bolt on the crackback because that's what he drew right that next turn.
Yeah.
So.
I play burn too.
No.
Noah. So Paul, we have 12 more minutes. Are you going to show us some Steel Stompy on camera? You can get a game in 12 minutes. Find somebody to play against.
Steel Stompy. That's a fun deck. I like it.
I have a at Mock Sporting House. I was playing Jund, and I had been teasing Brian about the Steel Stompy deck. And there's only really one reason that I'm teasing him about it, and that is I tried playing it on an MTGO. I went like 0-4 and I dropped. I didn't play my last round, okay, because I was like, this deck is garbage. And then like 2 days later, Brian and Bryce team up to play the deck, and they go 5-0 with it. and now I'm like, okay, well, clearly you guys know something I don't, right?
Yeah.
And sure enough, we went down to Phoenix, and like Jorgensen's just tearing it up with this Steel Stompy deck, and I'm like teasing him about it. I'm like, it's crap. Like, it was a fluke, you know. Like the deck's garbage. Just trying to get to him, and I got paired up against Steel Stompy in like my third round of the Mock Sporting House event, and it was not close. Like I tore them apart.
Okay, I was gonna say Jund is its probably worse.
Like the deck was never meant to exist. Like it was so bad.
Yeah, Jund so I used to play Affinity and Modern, and Jund was at the time always my worst matchup as well. Yeah. So I mean,
it's a terrible matchup for him. But at the same time, I turn to Brian and I go, that deck's garbage. Proved point.
Proof point. I like it. That's funny.
No, but Paul's done well with it too. It's a really cool deck. I like it. It's just, yeah, I can't beat a deck with a higher percentage of removal.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
I mean, Jund's a bad matchup for a lot of Chalice decks anyway.
Yeah, Chalice decks have a hard time with Jund because you keep hands that only have
Colligan's Command.
Yeah, Colligan's Command's good. Captain QC, where's Bryce? He's doing something important, I guess. I think it has something to do with his son's baseball, okay? And I'm not talking about his son like if he owns a baseball. Something about the league that they're in. I don't know. Yeah. He's like some partial coach or if he's just a supporting character. Yeah. Supporting parent. Something like that. You need to blow off some steam. I mean, you can make fun of Ryan instead. You could.
Wouldn't make any difference to me.
He's already. Well, that's the problem. He's already been called Patrick once today, so.
That's okay. Nah, it's all good.
No, Jund has I actually think that Jund has a little more play against lands than Steel Stompy had against Jund. I always force them to game 3.
That's what we thought.
Nah, Ryan's cool. See, that's what I said. He does not look like Patrick. That's what I said too. I'm like, what the?
That's okay.
Yeah, you guys don't look anything alike.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I was just have fun with you.
I'm sorry. I like you, Patrick.
Oh, it's perfectly okay. Beard equals Patrick. No, I mean, you're not wrong.
No, Ryan's beard is way bigger than Patrick's right now.
Yeah, Patrick just cut his really short. Mm-hmm. I've been contemplating cutting it. Probably won't happen.
That takes work.
Yeah. No, I honestly, you're 100% okay. I'm not too worried about it.
Grixie took it down. Yeah, Grixie did take it down.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Fox.
I have no intentions of cutting it as of yet. I'm gonna get a trim. It is getting a little.
Save the beards.
Save the beards. I agree.
I had a funny, or my brother was telling me something funny that happened, and so right now he's he's in school and he has to take
Mhm.
the bus over to the school every day.
Oh, gotcha.
You know, just
Okay.
public transit. And somebody, I guess he was just talking to some girl on the bus, and the girl's like, so why, you know, like why don't you shave it? And he's like, well, that takes, or no. She says, so why did you grow a beard? And my brother goes, I don't try to grow it. It just grows.
You just
That's
sit
not
here
how
and
it works.
meditate, and think
The
about
cho- the cho-
grow
the
facial
cho-
hair.
the choice is to shave it. And he explains this to her, and she's like, oh yeah, I guess that's true. And my brother's just like face palming, like, you, the idiots, the idiots we find, the idiots we find.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
Trying. It's not working.
Oh,
Sorry guys, I can only have like a little bit of scruff. That's all I can do.
Mine actually was an interesting story how I ended up with my beard.
Hmm?
I ended up doing some field work in the middle of Idaho for 30 days straight and forgot a razor. So I was like about a third,
Not a lot I can
not
do
like
about
a
it.
quarter of this, and I was like, I guess we're just gonna continue. Why not?
I'm not deleting myself. Too much honor guarding. Oh, did you have an event, HC Fox? You still playing the same deck you played in the GP? That's right. He went off of the blue red Dreadnought deck, and he's been back to the I want to manifest my Dreadnought strategy.
Okay. Once Deathrite gets banned, Maverick is going to be the deck. I'm still not stoked about if they do ban Deathrite. That's still seems unlikely.
I just don't think that they're gonna ban Deathrite. I don't think that that's the problem. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm telling, by saying that, it's not like I'm saying Deathrite's not powerful. The card's insane, but I just don't think that Deathrite's the problem. You went 3-1 on Parfait tonight. That is awesome.
What's Parfait?
It's a kind of a mono white prison deck.
Oh, is it the one with the moats, 4 moats, and I saw this really cool list.
I can't remember.
It
the
runs
exact list.
suppression.
Send me a list of your Parfait deck again, Captain QC. I don't have it on me right now. Well, it's probably somewhere in this computer.
Okay, it looks like we're getting pairings here shortly.
We are.
Assume we meant 950 with that. Okay, that's fine.
No, I still got it right.
No, I just.
Oh,
sorry. Incoming. Okay, perfect. There's the list right there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's the red white.
It does have red?
Yeah, because you got blood in the main board.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you run 2 mountains. Okay. Okay, so that's very similar to the one I was looking at. It's a little bit different, but I was looking at one that had suppression fields main board, 4 of them. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. I'm a fan of this. I need to try it sometime.
Yeah, band swords, all sorts.
Oh, I need to get things updated. People are sitting down. They're playing Magic. Well, here in a minute.
Strategies. Yeah. Let's see. That's the one. Right. Yeah, there you go.
All right, guys. Round 3. Let's get things started.
We got Noah, Craig, and Brian Terry.
Brian?
Yeah.
Should we watch Brian and Terry play?
Let's see. That'd be the one we're sitting on right now. Yeah.
I think that's what we should do. I'll update their names, but I don't want to miss any Magic. So. Okay, so.
Brain.
You know how many times I've done that?
I mean, let's see, what is he playing Fuchino?
Okay. He got silver sleeves put on his deck, so I would assume so.
I was actually going to ask about that because it was usually in gold.
Or orange.
Orange, yeah, sorry. Yeah, exactly.
Terry, and he's on Teamer. Delver. Which is funny because there's always like, I think it's Stadotnu that's like always jumping into chat. He's like, is anybody on Teamer Delver, and like the times that Teamer Delver's actually on our screen, like he's nowhere to be found. So
That's
funny.
Yeah, you might watch it afterwards, which is fine. Banning all the swords.
Even Sword of the Animist?
Hey, Sword of the Animist, man, on a double striker, go get 2 lands. Ooh, too good.
Yeah, way too good.
It actually doesn't. Oh,
Just ban all swords.
It just doesn't work that way.
Let's just be safe.
Ooh, it's ban Sword of Cauldra.
No, you need 2 combats, huh?
Yeah,
it has to hit. Is it when it hits?
It has no. It's when it swings.
Oh, really?
Yep, it's on. It's on swing.
2 combat.
Hey, just play infinite combats. That's the way to go. So your death right into 4 bolt. Okay.
Yeah, a scimitar is way different than a sword. Come on. Don't be ridiculous, Jorgensen.
Spell Pierce. Wow. Force number 2 pitching. Oh god. Asconta. Okay.
Wow. What was the other card that was pitched?
Mustall.
It is Miss Hall?
Yep.
Well, that's important information, Brian. Thanks for showing us.
He did with the first one.
Okay.
Swamp.
And a relic.
Okay, that's pretty good actually. Probably hit the flooded strategy.
Actually, that matters a lot because there's
delve,
no
delve, yeah.
Well, it hurts the delve and it's way harder to have thresholds. It's just really irrelevant in this matchup.
Oof, that hurts though. He does have an island in hand though, so he's not cut off of all mana. And he did get the mandrels down. Mandrel. Ban Celestial Sword cards breaking his form.
Yeah.
Celestial Sword.
Yep.
Okay,
they're all a problem.
Can't argue with that one.
Jorgensen says, "Don't." You can't tell me not to be myself. That's what he says.
Okay.
Huh. I had no idea. I'm sorry, Jorgensen. I always figured you wanted to change, because like you realized that yourself just wasn't good enough. My bad.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I just didn't know.
You are just terrible for not realizing that.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Island Ponder.
I don't know what I was thinking.
Okay. These two do play fairly quickly.
Yeah, both these players are very competent. Like Terry is constantly on a Grixis Delver deck, and he knows the deck inwards and out. So this deck is a little different. He feels a little more uncomfortable with it, but even then, it seems like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I realize it, but I don't care enough to want to change. Good point. Good point.
Scimitars.
Druids can use scimitars.
How we must metric is how we should judge it with D&D. Okay.
Thanks, Fox. Appreciate that.
That seems to apply to Magic. I see.
Yep, directly.
Super noob move. Okay.
Super noob move? Are you kidding me? That's like you had to be playing back in the day to like get that habit.
Yeah,
that's not something that new players are like. I'm gonna put my lands in front. Like nobody thinks that way.
I don't know. I had someone in Logan that thought that way.
Oh, they just wanted to be a rebel. There's a difference.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a difference. Then preference and just doing it to be ridiculous.
The only times I played with my lands in front when I was playing Nathalia Dranrod, Mill, and Standard. Because I mean, when I'm playing a deck, I was gonna say when I'm playing a deck that doesn't really run anything other than land.
No one did that back then. Liar.
I feel like there was a fair split between the two of them. I mean, it wasn't really something that Wizards addressed until probably 5 years ago, I guess. Did
Bryce do that altar? Any altar that you see in Brian's deck is all done by Bryce.
Yeah, they're all pretty.
And you can see that on Bryce's Facebook page. It's Felt Altars.
It's linked in the chat if you can scroll up on the chat as well. I don't know if you can do that.
Here, let me.
Oh, you got it. Okay, perfect.
Let's put it here. Go look at Pretty Altars. Here you go. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, this is Brian.
Brian. Yep.
He's one of the owners here at Paragon City Games.
Yeah.
he's also been, in that Farmington area. I've known him forever.
I've known him for about a year now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I actually grew up in Bountiful, but when I started playing Magic seriously, it was more in the Logan area. Actually.
Right.
Yeah, nice.
Davis or Newlands, Jason? Because I don't think did you go to Newlands? I can't remember.
He wastelanded his own volcanic to play another Hooting Mandrels.
I think that's correct.
That's fantastic. Davis, okay.
Yeah, that's where I went, Jason. I went to Davis as well.
Wait up front. The land should be up front and attacking. I like it. Wow, double Hooting Mandrels. That's pretty good. Oh, one died. Okay. What did it die to? Oh,
Belfast. Yeah,
okay.
he attacked through. All right. Okay, so this is just going to be a bird.
It's going to be a griffin. Yeah. Which, I mean, is a decent blocker if he gets another card.
He just needs to untap and use the
Yeah,
right.
Have a good night, man. Have a good one.
You're welcome. Okay, so this is a 1-1. Yeah, and it's going to stay at 1-1.
100%.
So, Hooting Mandrel's probably gone in its last attack. I think Brian's going to stay on defense here.
Death right.
Oh, now he can start activating. But 17, he's probably better off trying to find the combo than actually just like sitting here and using Death right every turn. Alright, so we see Stifle. What's the other? There's another blue card.
In his graveyard?
No, in Terry's hand.
Oh.
He definitely has a Stifle.
I collected. What? I don't think this game would function in the way Hearthstone does.
No way. No way.
I mean, even like Eternal doesn't even. They don't function that close enough. Another Delver, okay. I mean, that Griffin still seems like a pretty good wall against said Delver.
Mm-hmm. So, gaining some life. I like that.
Yeah, and then also pinging for 2. Yeah, I like that as well.
Oh, he found Food Chain.
Oof.
So it looks like he's just looking for one other thing.
I think he's looking for another mana. Not sure why. Well, I guess maybe.
Second player gets a bonus pedal. Oh, that'd be so awful. Now that I think, not that I'm really thinking about it, Hearthstone's just so awful. I have played it, and I've played it a lot. But man, there was a point there was actually a point where I was playing that game and I'm like, yeah, I will never play this game again.
It's exactly how I'm at right now.
I may as well just go play slots. Just like, all right, see what happens.
Is that a hint of Torok? It is. No,
Manipulate Fate.
Manipulate, okay.
Better.
No. On Terry's side, it was the black card.
He didn't have black in his deck. This is Teamer Delver.
I'm pretty sure it was a black card.
That'd be weird. But Manipulate Fate, that is a nightmare for Terry.
Dismember. Okay, Dismember. I was like, I know it was a black card. I was like, okay, Dismember makes sense. Dismember, yeah.
Okay. I didn't see it at all, so.
Yeah, which member? That one.
That one? That one.
Hey, we're gonna be vague about it. Let's go with that one.
Uh-huh.
It's the
F&M
promo.
Promo. Yeah, that's the one I have in my cube.
It's good art. I like it.
Now that I think about it, though, I really don't see them a lot.
No,
like,
they're kind
now
of
that you mention it. It's cube art. Yeah.
That's a good.
Thank you. See, Fox understands. It's cube art. Yeah, just dumb stuff.
This box, like I keep kicking it, makes noise. Sorry, I've been sitting in a machine all day with my legs bent, so my legs aren't particularly happy about that.
I came in today and my manager Jaden he comes up to me and he goes, "Do you like cracking packs?" And I'm looking at him going, "Not if I bought them." and he's all, "Good. I need you to fix this box and like go through all this hour of devastation." And I'm like, "Okay." You know, so I'm like, crack pack, crack pack, crack pack, crack pack. Oh, I'm like, "Oh, I'm not losing anything here."
That's fair.
It was kind of enjoyable. I never crack booster packs.
Yeah, I don't either.
And look at that. Brian found it.
Yeah.
Did he have the ballista?
I think that's what he was waiting on. He found I believe he found it.
Yeah, I knew he had the Foon Chain and then Manipulate Fate got pretty far there. I think he won that game. I didn't see any attacks for victory.
Yeah, Terror still.
Alright. So they're gonna board real quick. We're gonna take a look at our other match, who is also boarding. Well,
yeah, I would. Some of the EDH things have spiked stuff, but I mean, there's also modern that spikes prices as well. Look at Jace the Mind Sculptor. I mean, he tripled in price overnight because he was unbanned. Yeah, it's Craig and Noah, it looks like.
Yeah. See, when I was playing a lot of Standard, my LGS was a store that did not do store credit. Okay. And so we only got booster packs, and that's like the only way I ever knew. Yeah. Right? I never knew that store credit was ever a thing. And then once I actually started like here, they did store credit. And of course I've heard of it, you know, like other stores doing it, but I've never actually like seen it in action. The second I started working here, I have not opened boosters unless I'm drafting. Like that is, and even drafting, I'm like, yeah, I know.
Who's burned this man?
I played Standard. I played a lot of Standard.
I played Standard and Theros. That was the last time.
It wasn't even a small amount. Like I played.
On that health, by the way.
I played a ton. Oh yeah, that's true.
Standard plays you in Russia. Yeah, probably.
It's still kind of sad too, because like even though I'm not tested in Standard at all, every single time I play it, I still feel like this is an easy format. You know, like I don't really need to learn much. Like I already know what I need to know.
I agree with you on that one.
I'm not a big fan. In fact, right now I own almost nothing Standard.
I mean, I liked playing the Standard right before Energy was banned. I played blue black control, and I actually enjoyed that deck because I enjoyed control decks in Standard, but after that it just went downhill for me, and I didn't enjoy it any longer.
I actually played like the 4-color, like it was kind of the Teamer Energy dealio.
Yeah.
In Portland, I went 9-5-1.
That's not bad.
Which is great.
Yeah.
I think it's right out of pro points. Like two match points, but and I didn't put any testing into it.
Yeah, you're not wrong on that one. There's not a whole lot of decisions even in the control deck. It was,
it's stupid.
Do I have 9 mana to cast it and play something with it or not? And also, did my opponent play something I need to counter?
Mm-hmm.
Which was anything that did anything.
It's not a lot of fun. It is not a lot of fun. I'm sure there are Standard formats that are a lot of fun, but this one's I don't think is. Dominaria looks sweet. I will say that I have not been this excited about a new set in probably since what was the last set I was actually excited about.
Definitely wasn't any of the master sets recently.
Probably Cons.
Ooh, Cons look good one.
Cons looked sweet. Like I like the like multicolor.
Yeah, I like Ravnica. Return to Ravnica. Sorry, Return to Ravnica and Ravnica for that matter. Both of them.
Both of those blocks were amazing.
I enjoyed both of those.
Mm-hmm. So it's been a long time since I've looked at a set. I'm like, oh, this is juicy. Let's see what we can do.
I still need to look more at Dominaria. I haven't even looked much at it, to be honest with you.
I like the sets where like everything does something kind of crazy, where it's not. I feel like the set is just so much less boring.
Enough with bears. Yeah, I mean,
enough with the bears. Yeah,
you're not wrong. Unfortunately, I mean there have been some like cute ones.
Well, I think what's funny on that topic, Captain QC, is I really think that they print the bears because they're playing it safe. I honestly think that they're playing it safe, which is hilarious because look at what standard has been lately. Ban after ban after ban. Like,
yeah, I mean, you banned 2 infinite combos. I mean, there's just, it doesn't seem like they're getting anything out of printing bears.
No, they're not.
They're not getting away from the good stuff anyway, in my opinion.
All right, we're back to some Magic. Terry's got a turn 1 Delver. I agree. Playing it safe is boring. Like, actually, like, build some interesting cards. I don't know.
I mean, the only major inclusion in the last couple sets would be Walking Ballista and Azcanta, but I mean, even then, one's a finisher that, I mean, already had, and then the other one is kind of just a replacement for top, I guess. I mean, that's not really a good way of putting it, but
no.
Legacy will have some new toys and Deathrat gets banned.
Sir Sether seems so sure. So sure.
When is the next ban announcement? Is it?
I'm not sure.
It's a couple months.
I do not know.
I cannot remember.
I'm not really worried. Like I don't think Legacy's gonna get hit yet.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely share that opinion with the decks I play. Minus some of the new Eldrazi, I do play those, but I mean, my heart is always still taken by Metalworker Mud, so I love that deck.
That's sweet.
As long as phasing is there to contain the damage.
I agree with you.
I like it.
Fox, I don't think I ever would have agreed with you until I actually got to sit down and play Magic with you, and then I realized that you were just right all along, and I was just naive. All right, so here goes a Griffin. Too bad you're not there to spank in Legacy again. Okay. I don't know what to say about that.
I mean, the plane ride seems in order if that's what you want to be doing.
Do what your heart tells you to do.
Exactly. For at least 2 more years.
Seriously, no. It took them a long time to ban top. There are some people that are like, it took a couple months. I'm like, no, it did not take a couple months.
I'd say even 4 years is almost shy on that, to be honest with you. I'd say more like
I don't think Miracles dominated for those 4 years, but Miracles was top tier for at least 4 years.
Yeah. Free top. Hashtag free top. I have a hard time believing that one's gonna happen. Not sure.
Captain QC, I think that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not sure where that fits in, I'll be honest.
I think that's a whole other thing, my friend. Oh, look at this. He's got mismatched Delvers.
No, they're the same one.
No, one of them's an FTV one.
They're both FTV, I believe.
That's normal.
Oh, is that the normal foil? Oh, it is. Maybe he's...
Terry's upgraded a couple of them, but not all of them. He used to have all FTV.
Yeah. Those death rates.
It's all related. Come on.
Hands in front of board. What did you just walk into?
I think it's so funny. Every time Terry plays, everybody's commenting on it, and I swear, the entire time I've been playing Magic, I've always known at least one person who's doing it. Like,
I
it's
can
just
think
not
of
that
at least
weird.
4 people.
Yeah. Bryce finally got to him with the FTV stuff. I honestly think he did.
Yeah, probably.
Terry even got defensive. He was like, no, I like this Delver. And then he's like secretly like got his head down, like okay, I'll switch him. I'll get good ones.
Yeah, I have a hard time with the FTV foiling. That's my problem.
Yeah.
He's one of those special. Terry is definitely one of a kind. That's for sure.
That is for sure. I don't think he'd have it any other way.
Oh, that's 100% true.
HC Fox, did you get to or Hackbird? Did you guys get to meet Terry in Seattle? I honestly can't remember.
The
all right, there's the food chain.
Just missing one piece right now.
Yep, and I only see.
He's got it.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, he's got this. Lands in front make you uncomfortable.
Well, this game's about to be over, and we'll jump over to a match
that doesn't have that, so
that
you'll be more comfortable.
That you can feel a little more comfortable. How about that? Because this is the demonstration of the combo, and Terry, I believe, has two lands.
I love Massacre Worm.
2 lands and something else.
Met him at the 1K.
You met him at the 1K?
Oh,
okay. Yeah, Ballista, right? Okay.
No, I don't think he does.
Well, he had Trinity Mage.
But did he grab the Ballista with it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think he just stole them. All right, let's jump back over to this one. We've got Elves versus Grixis Delver.
Does not look like it's going great for Elves.
No, and I'm sure this is not game 1.
No, it's not. They were sideboarding the last time we came over here.
Oh, good point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's who that is.
I don't believe anybody from the store made day 2. No.
Cameron did.
Cameron did? Okay.
But that's what's funny is that Cameron has been representing Paragon, but he just started playing Legacy, and he plays Dredge in other formats, so he picked up LEDs and played Dredge.
Oh. Okay.
His first time playing goes 10-5, and all of us who are playing like a bunch of Legacy just like could not get anything to happen.
Wow. Okay.
So funny.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So Cameron Paulus.
Nice.
He did. And then Paul, if any of you watched the Mox Boarding House event, the Duel for Duels, Paul the Legend Berman, he made top 8.
Yeah, he ended up in 5th. Is what I was talking to him about it earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dredge definitely can. Oh, you're talking about Cameron.
Cameron Paulus.
Yeah, he has glasses, right? No, he doesn't. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
I used to play a little bit of Magic with him before I came here.
Yeah, he played against Storm in the quarters. Yeah, it was rough, but he did really well. And then Terry X2'd, so he was right out of top 8.
Yeah,
that event was a lot of fun.
That was the one I was hoping I could make, but I just couldn't afford it at the time.
Yeah, I enjoyed my time there much more than I enjoyed the GP.
Yeah,
they have a restaurant where you can just play games, any game you want.
Yeah,
and drink and eat. It's great. What more could you want?
I enjoy there's a bar, I believe, I'm not sure if it's in Seattle or not, I can't remember, but there's a bar where you can play Magic, and it's fantastic. It's just a card shop with a bar in it.
Yeah.
Had to knock Paul out pretty much in round 2, yeah.
Yeah. Stupid GP team kills, yep.
Too bad Friendly Fire was on. I agree.
How can you know?
I don't believe Elves is going to survive this.
Nope, not looking good. He has to win right now. Right?
Yeah, he does. He's dead next turn.
Or at least put a lot of Elves onto the board.
He doesn't have any Elves in hand, I don't think. He has 2 land.
3 land.
3 and a
And a Dried Arbor.
Dried Arbor and Green Sun, and
I can't see what the other part is.
looks like another Wirewood. But it's not looking good.
Yeah,
you just called it. Okay. I wonder if there's going to be a game 3. My guess is no. But they're shuffling, so.
Please, game 3?
I would hope so.
If we get a game 3, then I'm going to say that we're lucky.
I feel like we haven't missed. Oh, it is game 3. Okay.
Awesome.
Perfect. So it looks like it's 1-1 then.
Updated. Oh, another funny story though. So
I brought in Progenitus. Yes, I love that. Sorry.
So another funny story about Seattle. So I had been talking to Paul, and he came to me with the question of, should I get my Tabernacle signed?
Depends on if it's played or not.
It's pretty good looking. Okay,
know,
so I'm pretty sure that most people in the chat would have a different answer, but I think that most people would say no.
It all is dependent on condition for me, because I did the same with a couple cards that way. It'd just be all condition. But didn't you end up telling him yes?
Oh, I told him yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going, Riley? But yeah, he you know, so I gave him some scenarios, just some things to think about.
Yeah.
Right? To help him make his decision, what mattered, what didn't matter. And after it was all signed cards are trash cards. Yeah, you'd use it as toilet paper. See, some people have really strong opinions.
Yeah.
Like Captain QC, specifically. And so, you know, I'm telling him, yeah, you should get it signed, and other people are telling him no, and I'm just like, you do what you want. Like if you like signed cards, then get it signed. If you don't, then don't.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't ever see Paul getting rid of said Tabernacle.
That was the first argument I made.
If he likes signed cards, why not? I mean,
yeah. But
it's all, yeah.
A couple days before the event, I brought it up, and he goes, I have decided to not get it signed. And I was like, okay, you know, more power to you. You do you. And then day one of the Legacy GP, he comes up to me and he shows me his signed Tabernacle. And I'm like, you got it signed. Oh, it looks, the signature looks great. Like, and he got his Caracas signed too. Like, they look so good.
Tez is a very expensive deck. There are some fringe decks that are more expensive just because the cards they play. Like, there's a deck that I saw that played 4 moats.
Yeah, Captain QC. I think that Tez is the most expensive deck.
Most expensive, like, deck that you don't.
Yeah, unless you're like one of those ridiculous Pox players.
Or like, I mean, because Pox also plays 4 or a bunch of like the expensive like Chains of Mephistopheles. So I mean, you're gonna run a bunch of those. Yeah, with Abyss and Chains. Yeah, exactly.
Pros and cons. Thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate it. What up, fam? Nothing much. Just hanging out, watching some Legacy. Yeah. We're gonna see if this Elves deck can beat the evil Grixis Delver.
Yeah. You don't need them. Yeah, I agree, but you definitely need the Tabernacle and Pox. It's unless you're playing the budget version. I mean,
there are a lot of budget versions though.
Yeah, I agree that Pox has a widespread deck list actually that are fairly played. I enjoyed playing the Cursed Scroll version of it quite a bit.
Yeah, Cursed Scroll's a fun card to play.
Oh, it's so much fun.
I name this. Dang
it! That was my favorite part because you draw a second card, and you're like, I'm gonna name Dark Rit this turn. Dang, it was the Mistress Factory. Ooh, yeah, I like Lone Pox. I saw that one. I thought about building it.
I think Aggro Loam is another deck that like we just don't see enough of, and it's a super cool deck. Another really pricey one though.
Oh yeah, I was so close to building it. That was the problem.
You need diamonds. I just don't have diamonds.
Hey, you can borrow my playset anytime you want. Oh, I have 4.
Whoa. my world just became so much brighter.
Hey, I have pretty much a playset of most artifacts, minus I don't have Lion's Eye Diamonds right now. That's one I don't.
You're not much of a combo guy. No,
not really. I tend to lean towards the fair decks, if you would call the decks I play fair. They play things with mana, is what I'm categorizing that as.
I'd call that fair, whether it's fast mana or not. Like
that's fair.
Yeah,
exactly. That's why I said it. Man, this is an interesting. So you're in the place.
Delver's Mist.
Delver Mist, and I mean, Elves is not looking awful, but not great at the same time. Because it looks like he's got 3 land in hand again.
Yeah, a little heavy on land.
Happy Wish no mana screw for started vindicating lands. What's his name? I forget.
Oh,
I know who you're talking. It's
Oh no, that.
He's the.
Was that a story that was set in Seattle? Because I feel like I remember that. Yeah, somebody sat across from, I think it was Bryce. Wasn't it Bryce? And like this guy like wishes Bryce like a good match and may we not get mana screwed and blah 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 blah, and then like it's like this black white like sinkhole vindicate your crap like.
So I think he was probably saying that on purpose.
And Bryce was just like, whoa, what the heck, man?
4 sinkhole, 4 vindicate to kill your lands. That's fantastic. I do enjoy a good sinkhole every once in a while.
In the card flavor.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in excavation. I've had to deal with repairing sinkholes. It's not fun.
Whoa. I think it was Bryce Fox. I really do. All right, we're returning some things.
So that's why it was so hard to tell what that was. It's a foil wirewood. Okay.
Yeah.
Brainstorm locked. Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Yeah, that probably does just give Craig this game.
It might, yeah.
Yeah, Sinkhole is just a good old-fashioned honest magic card. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I do enjoy Sinkhole, as I have already stated. I like to repeat myself, apparently. That's okay.
And sometimes we wasteland and sometimes we Sinkhole. You know, it happens.
Oh. It's a dirty combination, but a fun one.
All right, here we go. 3 mana. Or does he have more due to the Gaia's Cradle? I don't think he has.
He has 4. He played a Nettle Sentinel, so he has 6 right now, I believe. Yeah, you return that. What is he doing tapping though? Okay. He's already missed 1 trigger because he's missed 2 triggers now because he missed the Nettle Sentinel again. And again.
I don't think it's mattering. I think he's gonna stop here. No, he can play.
No, because he can keep bouncing that. That's what I'm saying. He still has
what is
mana.
he doing?
That's why I'm confused.
Oh, okay. We're gonna remember our trigger. The trigger a little later.
Okay.
I mean, I guess he's just gonna cast the Elvish Visionary right here anyway. So like the untapped, like whatever.
If he does truly have the 6 mana, I believe he did.
I mean, there is a chance that he's vocalizing this, right, and not actually doing it.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
It'll untap, and then we'll get to it.
Yeah. Okay. So he did have this.
Yeah. Sometimes Fox.
Ooh.
Not a lot of times, but sometimes.
I do enjoy a good Winter Orb as well.
Fox and I are talking some. We got to talking about some sweet Winter Orb stuff. We have some plans. Let's just.
You need to borrow my Winter Orb then.
Okay.
I have a German Black Border Winter Orb that says Frostbringer on it.
Frostbringer?
Yeah. They're very hard to find. It's pretty.
Fox, we need to finish that. We need to finish that deck.
In fact, I think I even have a second white border one that's Frostbringer as well. I don't remember. I might have 2 of them you can borrow. Awesome. Oh, they're sweet. Because Winter Orb is translated into Frostbringer. Oh, it's so cool. Sorry. These are all from EDH things I used to own.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this turn is looking good. Yeah, he's missed his Sentinel trigger a few times.
Yeah.
By a few, I mean quite a bit. Torpor Orb is pretty good. I agree. Well, I do enjoy that card as well.
I mean, we know that Noah's Brainstorm locked, right? So not a lot's gonna. He's not gonna be able to interact with this a lot, even if Craig does have to.
Third Wirewood. Wow. Yep.
Wirewood number 3, and he just understands what it means to get a place out of a card. A foil, a non-foil, a different art. He just understands.
He needs the. There's a judge promo of that or not? There's a foil of the old art, is there not? I believe there is. Yeah, because it's.
Was it
Nemesis?
Was it Judgment?
Judgment, yeah, Judgment.
I don't think there's a foil.
There might not be.
Or was it Onslaught? Block. I honestly can't remember. I got it.
You got it, okay. Like now you can.
Scourge.
Yeah, absolutely. There is a foil of it. Okay.
Definitely.
Scourge foil, yeah.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I couldn't either.
Yeah. So he has passed the turn, right?
Yeah,
and now
he's taking 3 from the Delver. Now he's pondering.
Sadly, Torpor Orb is not a land yet. The day they put a Torpor Orb effect on a land. Oh man.
Yeah, I like mismatching cards.
Me too.
So I wasn't.
I actually prefer them.
It depends on what circumstance I'm using them in, but and also if they're old arts are available, I generally lean towards just old art. But getting mixed fit good.
Yeah, I do love me some mixed fit. I'm probably gonna do an MTGO stream on mixed fit this week. I'm feeling it. I played Jund and I did not go well, and I just want to play some mixed fit. You know.
There you go.
I just regret not taking it.
It's a work of art.
Yes, my Jund deck is a work of art. It's beautiful. I still have some other things that I want to fix, but it's not really a high priority.
You just have it foiled out. Is that what it is?
No, it's all mismatch.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. I just need to fix my lightning bolts.
I also love white border cards, so you're not alone in that one, my friend.
You wish they Witchbane Orb me?
I hope they Witchbane Orb. What does Witchbane Orb do again?
Isn't that the one that like gives you hexproof? It makes it so. Oh yeah. It makes it so they can't curse.
That's right.
They can't have curses.
Yes, he does.
Do I have a Bengals jersey on? Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Some artists on your yeah, I mean you're touching on a modern art definition that people fight over frequently.
Yeah.
Man, this is not looking good for the Delver player right now.
I actually kind of feel bad because if Noah were more in this game, this would be really interesting to watch.
Yeah.
But the thing is like I feel like Craig's going through all the motions, but he's gonna get this W no matter what.
Yeah. The Witchbane Orb kills your Nyx Fit.
Oh yeah, it destroys it. Is this a Chad John? No, this is Tyler Eifert. I'm a huge Bengals fan. I mean, granted, Eifert really hasn't done anything in the last couple seasons, but it's because he's made of glass. But
yeah.
Thanks for sharing, comrade.
They're having an argument about how many times he used Wirewood, and I believe it's only 2.
He's finally started turning his Wirewoods face down. Yeah,
well,
you really ought to do that
3
more.
3 of them.
Yeah.
Case.
You hate typing on phones.
No, it's tying on phones. C, many typos.
C, many typos.
Case in point.
But he spelled case in point right.
You know, that's what I was laughing about.
Stop tying your phone.
Easier without the rope.
Yeah, it might be. It might be. Oh yeah, Ochocinco. Yeah. No, this one's an Eifert one. This one's recent. I think this is only like a 2-year-old jersey. Any taxes listening?
Yep.
Yeah. We watched it lose to Elves last round, Ginger Chief.
Yeah, it's just mono white taxes.
Mm-hmm. This glimpse is totally necessary. Like he could win by attacking from this point. You know,
yeah.
Like
just
he doesn't even need a Crater Hoof Behemoth here or a Progenitus. How did I become a fan? That's actually like a really interesting question because it wasn't. I think it was like 4 years ago, and I was not a football fan like at all. And my family or my mom is from Ohio, and like there were kind of reasons to just like stay with my roots because I go back there a decent amount. But really I just like
the dice is counting as mana.
Sorry. Yeah, for sure. I actually just like watched all the teams. I just watched football for a year.
Yeah.
And the team that I enjoyed watching the most was the Bengals, and I didn't like commit to a fandom or anything. And the next year, it just didn't change. I just still like the Bengals, and the Bengals have gone downhill, and they're just my team. Like they've just become my team.
No, I believe this is his first or second time playing the deck from the comment he made at the beginning of the tournament.
Craig?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he's been playing it very long.
It's like one of the hardest decks to play in the format.
I agree.
Ginger Chief, I'm not a big basketball fan, but I do like watching the Jazz. I've tried watching other teams, and like I have no interest. But the Jazz have a fun team to watch. But I like football and hockey most. I'm a Bengals fan and a Golden Knights fan.
I'm the standout that likes only watching lacrosse.
I never had same thing with hockey though. I never had a fandom, right? Like I was never fan of a team. And then the Golden Knights, like, this is their first season, and I was like, you know what? They're the closest team to where I live. Mm-hmm. I'm jumping on board.
Come say sorry with us.
You think therapists have written books on Bengals fan? I am almost sure.
Would not surprise me.
Yeah. Not as many as for the Browns, but definitely we are a team without a Super Bowl. That is for sure.
I think he just fell in the natural order.
Kyra's a true Canadian. Come say sorry with us.
Bengals cap. I do like.
Yeah, that counts, Captain QC.
Can you stack instances? Stack instances of what?
Yes.
Yes.
In general, yes. You can stack instances.
Generally, you can, yeah.
You can hold priority. My cat is so cute. Thanks for sharing.
First official cat show.
Cat facts. No, that doesn't count, Jorgensen. They've made a couple like key mistakes. We're confused, but I'm glad to see that there's another Bengals fan out there. I don't meet a lot where I'm at, so I'd really like to meet more people who are.
I would agree with that. I mean, there definitely are a couple French decks that are up there as well, like yes. Doomsday. Doomsday is a very difficult deck to play.
The more I played Nyx Fit, the more I realized like how difficult the deck was as well. Just these hard to assemble combos. That's why Doomsday is so difficult. Yeah. Like they're just really hard to make happen. Whereas Elves does have that draw where it's just like turn 3 kill you, you know, and I think Storm's that way too, where like it's generally known as kind of a hard deck to play, but sometimes you just go, I just have it all. You know, I can kill you on turn 2 or turn 1.
Yeah. I honestly think he should have just been attacking at this point, which is I think what he just did. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he's swinging in for 8.
Born Confused. I do want to go to Cincinnati to watch a home game this season. It's something I've never gotten to do, and I feel like I could make it happen this season. So that'd be really cool to meet up with somebody.
That seems like a lot of decks smashed into one. Holy cow!
Junt Sneak Attack Nick Bit deck.
I did see a list that was very similar to that. It was like a Titan post almost.
I want to say that Brian and Bryce played a natural order fit that was just all over the place. What's the storm count? Yes.
20. I think this is like turn 3 of the elves having this large board state, to be honest with you.
I'm actually like really surprised Noah's still playing.
Noah's dead, I believe.
Like if it were me, I would have conceded a while ago. However, I guess there is like less than a minute left in the match.
Yeah, I think Noah's dead next turn because he swung for 8 that turn.
Oh, I love to drink. Yeah. Funny thing though, there was one time where I walked into a bar and I started watching the Bengals game, and a guy came up to me. This is in Utah, okay? We're not close to where the Bengals are, and this guy comes up to me in a Bengals jersey, and he starts talking to me, and I'm like, oh man, another Bengals fan in Utah? What is this? This is so weird. I like hated him. Like he was so annoying. And then I'm like, man, I hope they're not all like this.
Yeah. No, to answer your question, he removed a bolt from the game from his graveyard with the Deathrite Shaman, not the force. Is I believe what was happening because that's what the 2 damage did to him.
Needs to top deck Rough Tumble specifically. Settle down, Fox. You know where we draw the line. Yeah, he didn't cross the line. Yeah. He's fine. Don't tell him that.
I think you just did.
No, he didn't hear me.
That's fair.
There's no possible way. My mouth's not right next to a microphone or anything.
March casualties would have given them an extra turn. Yeah, I agree.
All right, so we're gonna have elves in our finals. When was the last time that happened? The only player in Utah that I know plays elves is my roommate, and he like never comes and plays anymore.
I know 2 people that play elves. One in Logan,
Tony Kisa,
and Tony and Greg. So I guess 3 now.
Yeah, so 3. Excellent. We need more elves players. The deck is awesome.
I used to play the deck. I didn't want to buy the 4 Gaia's Cradles. That was where I drew the line because they just didn't go into anything else.
Yep. There are some Maverick decks that'll run 1.
I did have one from EDH that I ran in my Maverick deck. That was the one I had for elves as well.
I have one of those weird gold border ones for EDH.
Yeah, the collector's edition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've owned one of those
before. I don't even know why I still have it. Like, I don't need it for any reason. I don't play EDH a lot.
I'm kind of building another EDH deck, kind of not at the same time.
We need more elf players too. I like free wins. Opposition elves? Oh man. What? We still have that opposition like elves-ish deck on MTGO. We haven't played it in a little while. Last time we tried, we did so bad though. It's rough. Winning with Craterhoof is like just a better way to win than winning with opposition.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like there's always opportunities for decks to like get back into the game when you win with opposition. That's way more fun.
Yeah, it's the original name for Elder Dragon Highlander. It's just what it changed into Commander when Wizards started sponsoring it.
Mm-hmm. I still call it EDH.
So do I.
Yeah,
because it was that before for me. So
nothing's really changed in my mind.
yeah,
They like Wizards has catered to the format a little bit, but that's about it.
Yeah, I mean that there's just a lot more commanders out there than there were. Because originally you could only be one of the 4 Elder Dragons or one of the 5 Elder Dragons.
Yeah, and like then you get like sets like the one that's coming up, Dominaria, where like they created a specific word that like includes legends in it, historic.
Yeah.
And then they're making all these uncommon legendary creatures too, which is I think is kind of exciting. All right. Looks like our next round is going up. Man, we have not had a lot of downtime. This is great. This is great.
What, 10:42?
I don't want people to know more about my Seattle trip. It gets really dark. Only when talking about the main event and the Mox event. Pretty much any event I played.
So, looks like we got pairings. We got Brian v. Craig.
Oh, this is awesome. Elves versus Food Chain. Oh, this is great. And then we've got Noah on Grixis Delver and Colin on that blue-black Landstill deck.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a spicy top 4. This is great.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, let's
reanimate. Yeah, there's a reanimator depths list that's playing.
What happened in Seattle? No time, Captain QC. We're jumping right back into the Magics.
Yeah, there's a what do you call that deck? Reanimator depths? Yeah, sorry.
There's no time. All right, what have we got here?
I have not seen the Green Ponder. Are they printing a Green Ponder in?
Othanissa is usually.
Oh yeah.
That, people have been calling that the Green Ponder, but
yeah, I used to play that in Modern.
Or is there a new one? Is there Ginger Chief? Is there like something new that was spoiled that I haven't seen from Dominaria that's a Green Ponder?
Othanissa is pretty good. From what? From the new set?
Because Othanissa is usually the card I think of when people say the Green Ponder. Like actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say that'd be pretty good. I mean, generally, green doesn't have too much draw power, more than others. Yeah, essentially it's the same deck. That's about what it does is gristle lands. It's a new Green Ponder. Yes, it only gets creatures and lands though. Okay.
Yeah, that's all the gate is. That is seriously all the gate is, Captain QC. I mean, I'm sorry that you almost threw up, but yeah. Totally. I actually really like the new Nantuko Shade-esque card.
Ponder to find dinos.
Oh, no, that's not a thing. The one in Rivals, commune with dinosaurs. No, that's not a ponder.
No, I think he's talking about in the new set from Dominaria.
Give us the name of the card, Ginger Chief. Come on, help us out. All right, looks like Craig's gonna take a mulligan. So this is an interesting matchup to me, and mostly because Craig is a faster combo deck, but Brian does have like main board ballistas,
He has one main board. Yep. I believe it's only one.
4.
Oh, is it 4 now?
Yeah.
Oh, that changed.
Or maybe it's 3. But it's high. It's a high number. You need to be able to find them to win. You're not just gonna win a Trinket Mage. There's only one Trinket Mage in the deck from last time.
Oh yeah, because he fills the 4 spot of the ballista. That's right. That's right. Need a Painter Servant for creature types. I mean, they kind of have the reverse where a certain creature is all types. Can Brian even win this? Oh yeah, I mean he's definitely capable of winning this match.
Yeah, especially where he's on the play. But he is going to
probably struggle in game 1. That's for sure. Depending on the elf start.
Yeah, and it looks like a good start.
Force will to Food Chain, kind of. Yeah.
Okay,
Starting with the
Birchler Ranger is not the scariest thing. It's still a fine start for Craig, but this is just fine with Brian. All right, so we're gonna see a brainstorm. He definitely wants to. Okay, this is good. This is good for Brian.
Yeah. Manipulate fate. That's right.
Yep. So he gets to exile 3 cards from his deck. It's gonna be Eternal Scourge, Griffin.
That's generally what they start with.
Yep.
Until they play a second one, and then they start pulling lands.
And then they get to draw a card. Manipulate Fate in this deck is insane. I got to watch a lot of Brian's matches this last weekend, and after every match he won, the opponent goes, "I should have countered that and Manipulate Fate." And both Brian and I are going, "Yes, yes, you absolutely should have countered the Manipulate Fate."
So it's called Adventurous Impulse, apparently is what it's called. With that green ponder.
Adventurous Impulse. Should have gave us the tease.
Well, I mean, he finally gave us the answer.
I guess. That was quite the tease.
That's fair.
Yeah, I heard about that, Fox. I heard about that. He actually like top decked a Trinket Mage for the win.
I do that. Calvin's done that to me twice now. Top decked a random True Name Nemesis to win the game, and I was like, okay, well, seems good.
That's amazing. Got attacked with a Emrakul. All he had was a creature and food chain.
And top deck Trinket Mage.
Top deck Trinket Mage.
Wow, that's super dumb.
So he was able to bridge the gap up to 4 to Griffin.
Well, no, if he had the Griffin out, he had infinite mana still.
Oh, was his creature Griffin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he had infinite mana.
I couldn't remember. Oh no. Oh, he said it. He said
food
it
chain
there.
and a Griffin.
Yeah. So then he just goes off with a Griffin. That is insane.
So we're finally on turn 2 for elves.
Yep. I mean, yeah. If he hasn't played this deck a lot, I totally understand why he's taking a long time with these decisions. This is just a hard deck to play.
Very.
I feel like most decks, when you start your turn, you have probably between 3 and 5 options. Okay, and usually 2 of them are very clearly better than the rest. Yeah. So really, you just kind of need to decide like which of the 2 you're gonna use. Elves does not feel like that to me when I have it in my hands.
Yeah.
You have like 10 options, and all of them seem viable. All of them seem great.
Yeah. So he attacked with his Birchler. I'm intrigued.
As Birchler Rangers do.
I'm not sure.
I guess.
He has a Heritage Druid in hand too. That's why I'm confused. I think he could have gone for it that turn.
Elves guy needs to buy some new sleeves. Take care of your magic cards, people.
I just put new sleeves on my deck. I need to put new ones on my other one now. I'm still confused why he attacked with it, because he has the Heritage Druid and the Glimpse at Nature in hand. I think he probably could have gone for it.
Yeah, Captain QC, I absolutely agree. It's just, you know, a lot of decks people would just tell you play the deck. You know, play the deck. That's how you get to know it. I think that elves, you actually do need to study it. Like actually go find some articles that are written about it.
Yeah.
You know, that show you specific lines and like different things you should be looking for. I do think that the elves deck is that way.
Yeah.
I've tried playing it and I haven't done enough research. Sometimes I get there, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel really good about my plays, and other times I'm like,
I have no
there
idea
has to be something I could have done different, you know, like
yeah.
and like pinpointing where I went wrong is really hard to do when you don't know the deck well.
Same with Storm. Yeah, I agree. Storm.
Mm-hmm.
I have played Storm many times. Still only won once or twice with it.
if our mono white taxes deck doesn't have white sleeves, you're gonna be pissed. Well, lucky for you, he's not gonna be back on camera. I don't know what color his sleeves were. I wasn't paying attention.
I guess you could go back and watch the stream again and.
No, don't do that. I have a feeling they're not white.
I don't think they are.
I just have a feeling they're not. But I don't know. I don't know for sure.
How do people feel about sleeve color?
I don't care.
Personal preference. I don't really particularly have an opinion on
it. I just like it. I just like getting a darker color sleeve so that you can't see flip cards through them. I don't
run
like
smokes.
Yeah, I have smokes and I like dark sleeves. Like I don't want that to ever be a problem. I'm not a use a checklist card kind of guy.
I don't mind checklist cards in some decks. I don't like pulling cards out of sleeves. That's I think part of my problem.
Okay. Pink sleeves if you're a real man. What does a color have anything to do with gender? Just wondering.
Considering back in the 1950s and 30s to the 50s, pink was actually considered a manly color.
Still don't understand that.
It was because blue was seemed to be more timid, so they applied it to women, which was, again, didn't really make much sense, but back in the day of my show. That's funny. Well, I mean,
yeah, I can't count Storm either.
Don't worry, that's what I have a dice for. Keep track of it. I also can't count it in my head either, don't worry.
Ginger Chief. Yeah, I actually have black sleeves. I just wanted to say something to get people worked up. Well, it worked. You got us.
Sleeveless in Seattle decks. I don't think anyone's going to be playing Legacy with no sleeves, I'll be honest.
I hung out with HC Fox every single day in Seattle, and I never heard him say that. He's choosing now to bring that up.
That's funny.
Saving the best ones, huh?
Consider the deck is just bad.
What deck? What deck are you talking about?
It's Storm, I believe. They're talking
Storm.
about still.
No, Storm's a good deck. It definitely has some problems, though.
Yeah.
I don't like playing decks that lose to one card. So, like...
Surgical.
Right, like Surgical, or, you know, just like a board card that comes in and just, like, trumps the whole deck.
It's my mission to be mediocre at the deck. On a mission to be mediocre. Mission. There you go.
You know, I hope you get there, Jorgensen. I hope you get to that point where you're mediocre with every deck.
Man, it'd be a while for me to be mediocre with Doomsday. Ooh, still so bad at that deck. Man.
What's considered mediocre though?
I have no idea.
What's considered mediocre? Because so you get all the people who've never played the deck before, don't know the strategy well, right? Mm-hmm. And those are like the people at the bottom of the list, right? And then you get the people who are really, really good at it. So the fact that you actually like kind of know how to play the deck, does that make you mediocre? Is that enough?
I don't know.
Well, this is why I'm asking the question. Like, is that enough? 3-2 is mediocre? Oh man, and that's like. Then I live in mediocrity, Jorgensen. That's my life.
So Brian just took that with a comboed off.
Brian's like, who is the faster combo deck?
We'll show you.
I'll show you.
Yeah, that is a pretty mediocre card. I would have to agree.
Yep, agreed. Mm-hmm.
Delusions of mediocrity. That card's great.
Oh, 3-2 is mediocre. That's why you call it the dream whenever we're playing. He's always like, the 3-2 dream. We always want to get the dream.
That's funny.
making day 2, then flaming out. That's what's so weird. Every day 2 that I've had, I've done really well in. But then if I don't make day 2, then I don't even get close to day 2. I'm talking like the tournament was never for me ever.
That's kind of how I go with here. It's either I'm like 1-3 or I'm
It's like
3-1.
Yeah. I want to say I did 0-5 with elves.
Ooh.
Maybe not 0-5, but it was probably close.
Let's do something.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I just
Definitely.
pushed the button on it.
Next thing you know, we're gonna be standing at the table.
Oh, is that what that does?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it moves the table up and down. Okay.
Yeah. Or it'll crush you.
That's fair. I didn't realize the table moved. Fair enough. Sorry. Next, don't hit a button.
A 60% win rate is actually insane in any card game. That is very true. Yeah, if you're 60%, that's ridiculous.
I'd say 50% still pretty good too.
I'll take 50% all day.
I generally run around 40-ish%, maybe at best.
We're learning. We always have things to learn.
Well, I mean, I've been told that. How does it feel to be good at Magic? And I was like, I don't consider myself good at this game. I am terrible at this game.
No. I tell people I think I'm above average.
I don't even know if I'm.
I don't.
I'm gonna say I'd be.
I don't know if I'm how far up there. Not far.
I guess that depends on your definition of average, though, because I mean, if you're including like all tabletop and all other things like that, then,
just magic.
Yeah. So then, yeah, maybe you are above average. Yeah.
You got creamed by Nixfit? Oh, that's awesome. I mean, sorry, but oh, that's sweet. You had 4 Mirror Crusaders in your deck, and you just got creamed by Nixfit. Ah, happens to the best of us.
It does.
Oh man, I'm always okay with losing to Nixfit.
I had a friend of mine who played that nonstop in Logan after he saw you guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
His name's David.
Okay. Oh, David Christensen?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's straight up just like hard trying to beat.
It's awesome.
He also plays
I'm not done with
Tez
it.
Raider.
Man, that is a person that I could get along with.
He's a funny dude.
Those are 2 decks close to my heart. That'll teach you to play D&T. Yeah, that'll learn you.
I'm still out on the statistics on how many D&T players there were at a GPC. Were there a lot?
There were.
Yeah. Okay. I kind of figured there would be.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan did get game 1. I believe it was because of the slow start Elves had with the Virtual Ranger, to be honest with you.
It was. And a mulligan. It was a mulligan last time for Craig as well, and here's we've got another.
One, yeah. Elves is a decently hard deck to mulligan with, unfortunately. Yes.
D&T is life.
Every Death and Tax player I've met, for the most part, shares your opinion of that.
See, the play. I feel like I'm like spoiled because like, so I have 3 roommates right now.
Uh-huh.
1 hardcore Tezzeret player, 1 an Elves player, and the other one just built their first Legacy deck, which is D&T. Now he's probably not going to stay on that forever, but I mean like. Having Legacy like
almost the entire meta of Legacy in your apartment's pretty great.
It is great.
If you enjoy spending a life in sewers, I guess you.
D&T is still $1,000 deck, but I mean, yes, it is cheaper than most.
I mean, Eldrazi Aggro is also about $1,000 too, $1,000, so I mean, they're pretty close.
I'd say anything under 1,500 is a cheap deck. So
cheap for Legacy,
cheap for Legacy, expensive for most other things.
Yeah, I mean, I guess your top tier modern decks are hovering around $1,000 as well. So
yeah, the big ones.
Yeah,
John's really expensive.
Yeah, it's like $1,600 or $1,700 now.
Yep. All right, so Heritage Druid down with Thoughtseize. This is absolutely going to keep Craig from from going crazy. However, he does have some visionaries to see if he can draw back into something he needs.
Turns out he top decked Cradle, I think.
1,000 to play a game is ridiculous to begin with. Yeah, but nobody starts with Legacy.
It's around 1,000. It's not too much more than that. Cities are going up, so it might be a little bit more now. I haven't looked at the price of cities recently, so
They're like 150.
They are.
Yeah. 1,000 to play my first game is ridiculous. Tell that to my gaming PC.
So true, though.
Seriously.
Spent $3,000 on a gaming PC not too long ago.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh man. My roommate's got one of those like huge like curved ones.
Ooh.
That's like wingspan.
Yeah. Oh, I'm jealous.
It's incredible. And then he's got one of those like CPs that you mount up on the wall, and it has like the cooling
the water cooling.
Yeah, well, it's the water cooling, but like it's got like they've got like colors to it.
Yeah.
You know, all the pipes that are going in and out, and so his is all pink and green. It is really sweet looking. I walk into our office area, and I'm just like, man, my computer's a piece of crap
compared to that.
Compared to that, my computer's fine.
Yeah, I mean, Manaless Dredge has an interesting win rate, because I mean they literally just scooped to a Ley Line of the Void, and there's a lot of Ley Line of the Void running around right now.
I've seen them scoop to a Deathrite, so yeah, that's a scary deck to jump into. It's like what, $250, $300 ish.
Yeah, I mean, so the major differences are just the Lion's Eye Diamonds, and I would say just buy the Lion's Eye Diamonds if you're gonna jump into it. To be honest with you,
I really think you should. Lion's Eyes are like what, 180.
I think they're down to like around 150 unless they've gone up again. But
maybe.
I mean,
I'm not sure.
Still, you're looking at about $600.
Moto would look so nice on that $900 screen.
Saying Moto looks nice.
Try like $3,000 screen. Good lord.
Just spiked like 2 days ago. It's like 250.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that.
Yep. Sure. See, there's $1,000 just for your LEDs. Like,
yeah,
you can buy your entire D&T deck for that.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong on that, Captain QC. I agree. They definitely play a lot of different decks. Surgical. I mean, yeah, there's a lot.
Yep.
No LEDs in Storm, Painter, Bomberman. I think there's at least 5 or 6 decks. There's a bunch. Yeah, Manaless Dredge does not have LED.
No.
That's why it's so cheap.
Then it'd have mana. It had LED.
Yeah, it literally has no way to produce mana in that deck.
Well, another slow start from Elves, and Brian's already cast Manipulate Fate. This is probably favoring Brian heavily from this point.
As I said that, I don't actually think it's in Painter. I believe it's just in Bomberman. That was the deck I was thinking of. I apologize about that.
I want to say it played a couple in the mono blue version that runs were.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because that way, so you were, and then you crack it, and then you get the card you want, you play it, and then you crack the LED to activate Grindstone.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it plays a couple in the mono blue one, but that's way less common.
I was gonna say that's one of the fringe versions of a fringe deck. Yeah. Doomsday Dredge Painter. Yeah, so I mean I had the majority of it. And Belcher, yeah, Belcher. That was the one I was forgetting. Sorry.
Hey, look, Bryce is back. Jeez, it's almost like he could have been here the whole time.
Almost. But then you wouldn't have had me, so.
No. Yeah, we can pretty much get rid of Bryce at this point.
That's fair. Just kidding, Bryce, I promise.
Elves looks neat, but Cradles, yeah. Cradles are pricey.
Yeah, I mean, they're what, 200 now?
Hi, Bryce. No, they're higher.
Oh,
They're over 250. Last time I saw them, they were 250, and that was a while ago. So I kind of feel
on the way to 300 almost.
Probably if I had to guess.
Well,
all right, we're just in cast Griffin mode.
Man, the 3/3 flyer that can't go away.
So if I had to guess, Brian's probably in the position where he can.
Guess what I'm doing next Tuesday. Sorry, continue.
I actually don't know the answer to that. He probably is just missing the food chain. He probably has everything else he needs.
I'm gonna say no to that one, but it's a nice thought. I honestly don't know what he does. Ice of gas cradle. There's gas cradle found one.
Cradle guard or Gaia's cradle? Jeez.
Type 2, I believe is what you
do. You forgot the apostrophe. Come on, HC Fox. Get your head in the game.
Let's see. 290. Okay, yeah, that's on its way to 300 for sure.
All right. Well, here Brian goes. He did have the food chain. So why Griffin? Why Griffin over Eternal Scourge? It attacks him. I mean, think of it this way: like he only needs to attack a couple times. If from that's probably why he did it.
Yeah. 3/3 flyer versus a 3/3 on the ground, where he has a bunch of blockers.
I don't think he needed the mana for anything else.
No alpha prices.
Boo.
I mean, the revised price is enough to make me sad.
Yeah.
Useless bot.
You know what's crazy is I only bought my Underground Sea like I don't know 5 or my second one. Okay, so I only own 2.
Yeah.
I bought a near mint one a couple months ago for like 300 and like it was like a little over $300. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the prices, just going, man, they're already going up, like they just keep going. Soon Underground Sea is gonna make $100 look like nothing. Price to hit your anti-spam. Try again later. Brian had this matchup in the Sunday PTQ. He lost to it though, Bryce. Yeah. He lost to Elves.
Well, it looks like he took it this time.
Yeah, he did. All right, let's take a look at our other match.
Price of City of Traders. Oh no, let's see. Let's see if I can look up City of Traders for you.
Noah and Colin.
Price of City of Traders is about 180. They're 179 right now, which is absurd.
Yep. All right, no on Grixis Delver, and we're not sure what game they're in, but are we still like set on this being? Oh no, Colin's on Grixis Delver.
Colin is on that blue black. Oh no, it is Grixis.
Like, yeah, this looks like Grixis Delver.
That's right. Your match.
Who was on the black? Oh, it was Matt.
Matt. Yeah, that's right.
So we wanted to end the stream with Grixis Delver versus Grixis Delver because we know that all you Legacy people out there just don't see the deck enough. You know, it's really just not out there right now.
No, I agree.
And yeah, just
love this mirror match.
Bask in its glory.
Exactly. Jeez.
We sold out at 400. Make the next batch 450. Yeah, seriously, they just go up by 50s. It's ridiculous. Like my Magic Fund, I'm saving up for duels just as fast as the duels are going up. I'm like, nice. I got another $50 to set aside for my next Underground Sea. I look at the price. It's like 450 now 500. I'm like, oh my.
Exactly.
What is Legacy? Does anybody in our chat know the? I know the answer. I know the answer. Does somebody in the chat want to answer Bryce? He wants to know what Legacy is.
I don't know. It was the format you played a week ago on Friday. or 2 weeks ago.
No,
on
don't
Friday.
answer. This is for the chat.
Oh, sorry.
You clearly don't know the correct answer.
Oh yeah, I don't. I'm sorry. My apologies. I was trying to have Bryce answer his own question, but
a garbage fire currency.
Oh, I wish you were wrong on that one.
Grixis Delver is the bane of your existence. Wow. I was like, the best format ever. Thank you, Jerlo.
Legacy is love. Legacy is life. Legacy is life.
There we go.
All
right.
Okay.
The correct answer was the greatest format, but I like what's going on here. So
that's fair.
I give you all a pass, except for Jorgensen. Yeah, except for Jorgensen, you fail. I mean, you're right, but you still fail.
Man. Such an interactive game of
Legacy
Magic.
is love, legacy is life.
Close, so close. I don't know, Bryce, you never answered what I was doing on my next Tuesday.
Yeah, what are you doing on Tuesday? What's going on? So I think Colin wants to get this true name down. I can't tell if Noah has any cards at all. It's round 4. You're allowed to yawn, but only in round 4.
Oh, okay.
Even though I was yawning in round 2. I told you I'd be tired today.
That's fair. I mean, after my day, I'm not surprised that I'm yawning. Jeez. This is what causes D&T to bring joy to the world. Maybe.
I cannot say I have ever thought that before.
Never thought that.
I have never thought that before.
I don't think I have either, I'll be honest. I think one of them should Grixis.
Yeah, they really should start
Another one should be Delvering.
Oh, well, Bryce, then you need to decide which one's going to be Grixising and which one's going to be Delvering.
Looks like they're both doing the same thing, in my opinion.
I feel like Colin's doing a little closer to a Grixis-y thing just because he actually has 2 colors of permanence on his board.
Yeah. Well, no longer.
Oh, never mind. They're both.
It got forced.
And neither of them are particularly Delvering.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know how to feel about them.
You could be Grixis Pyromancer on Noah's side of the board at this point.
Yeah, sure could be.
I actually really like that deck. That might be what I end up building.
It'd be fun.
I'm so close to it.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I just need Cabal Therapies, I think. And a bad loon.
Can Delver out Delver the Delver? I feel like the answer has to be yes. Colin is the closest to Delve, if you ask me. Oh, good point, Jorgensen. Good point. He does have a Delve creature on the board, which is kind of like Delver.
Yeah. That's true. I hadn't thought of it like that, but fair enough.
How Delver does Delver.
It's kind of like a woodchuck does a woodchuck wood. I said that wrong. Don't worry. English is not my first language.
All right, there it is. There it is. True name's in the house. It's there. It wants blood.
Oh, you get it.
Yeah, probably. Ah! Delver
secrets. Ah, no Delvers. Oh wait.
All right, I now change my answer. Colin is Delvering, which means Noah must be Grixising. Why is Bryce? Look what you've done. You just came into chat and we're already talking nonsense.
No Inkler attack. I mean, he's at 9. I think he's just banking on the true name to beat the rest of it.
Yeah, I'd probably hold back and just attack with true name. Oh, yeah.
That's what I would do. I mean, is this Parcheesi then?
Yes.
Fair enough. Eternal Masters Wasteland Art is more Grixis Delver than Delver, though.
More Grixis than Delver.
Oh, Grixis, sorry. I misread that. My apologies. I don't know.
I disagree.
I like Tempest.
Well, I don't know.
Is it Tempest? Yeah, it is Tempest.
I actually, so Brian ended up getting the Judge wastelands. The one that's not the really expensive
F&M
Tempest
one?
art. It's not the Tempest
It's not
art.
the F&M one.
Yeah, it's not the Tempest art one. And
Or the
so
player
now
rewards. Sorry, player
now all
rewards.
4 of my wastelands mismatch.
Ooh,
Beautiful.
that's fantastic.
It's beautiful. All I need to do is just upgrade to some foils, but that part matters less than getting
As
the
long as it mismatches, that's fair.
I like the Tempest Wasteland art a lot.
So do I. I like the flavor text on it a lot better than the new one. I mean, the new one's good, but I like the old flavor text better. The land promises. Let's see. Land promises nothing.
Is that a Marsh Casualties?
Oh,
he doesn't have double black.
No. That's probably why he's pondering.
Yeah. Something gives me a feeling that's a card that needs to resolve for Colin to win this game. All right. What we got? Yes. No. Oh, that's a trop.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Is he gonna shuffle?
Wasteland
trop, blue card.
Delver. Nope.
Delver. Yeah, I think he's gonna shuffle. And I think it'd be correct. I do.
Werebear flavor art is the best of all time. I actually don't know that one. Nobody wants to trade for my old one. If I had any new ones, I'd trade you, but I do not.
Captain QC, actually, my roommate who just built D&T, his entire deck is like the newest version of every card. So like it's a legacy deck, but it actually looks like a standard deck. I'm being serious. It's super funny to look at. Like the oldest border card in the entire deck is like
Talia, oh no, because
no, it's like Mirrodin. It's like Mirrodin.
Chalice, no, because Ether Vial's Modern Masters. So Modern Masters 1 would probably be your oldest. Oh no, because it just got reprinted like 3 times.
I swear there was another one that actually was older. Because
it was always Jitte. No, because it's got FTV. Man.
He doesn't have any foils either. He doesn't want any foils.
Oh, okay, so then he probably does have the older version.
Yeah.
I'll trade new. He's got a bunch of people wanting. He has the right to bear arms. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I'll trade a new Caracas for an OG one. Except for the part where mine's foil. Well, that would be sad.
I also have an Italian.
I'd probably trade a foil one for a Legends Caracas.
I have a Legends Caracas somewhere.
Yeah, that's right. He's borrowing your vials right now, Riley. And they're dark steel. But when he gets his own, he'll probably get iconic masters.
I was gonna say I will trade him my Modern Masters Ether Vials for those. I like dark steel.
Nah, he's borrowing from my brother.
Oh, that's fair. Ooh, another Pyromancer. He draws a black land. Did not look like that was the way. Oh, that was the wasteland he drew earlier.
He just...
Man, so if he attacks...
He just can't seem to find the black land for the Marsh Casualties. Oh.
He's hitting
hit a couple lands.
Already set Marsh Casualties. Yeah, I think that's what Colin was hoping.
He can live through this turn. It's like pretty much has to be Marsh Casualties. Like it just needs to be a black land. Where is it? Nope, that's another black card. Okay, here's another Gurmag. I mean, there was no attack last turn from Noah, so if I had to
venture, I think he can attack with the True Name this time, because he can block both the Young Pyromancers and 3 of the tokens, and 1 of the 3 tokens. Take 3 and then he wins. I mean, unless he has a full
I don't think he wants to attack at all. I think he wants to find a black land and win the game. Okay. Now this is incentive to attack. Yeah, I think you attack with True Name now.
Why?
Because he drew a bolt.
Oh, because you could just win. Possibly. Yeah. Marsh Casualty caused ties.
What?
You can attack. Interesting.
Do marshes cause ties? I feel like this is supposed to be a pun, and I just don't get it.
I have no idea. Don't ask me.
This is Bryce we're talking about.
Oh, that's why. Okay, fair enough. Oh, he found it. He found the black land.
Got there.
With the blue delta. Yeah.
All right, game over. There's no counterspell, right?
No, he's got a
no force of will.
He's got a daze and a bolt.
Bryce doing Bryce things.
He's got a fluster storm and a red elemental blast.
Yeah, that's not gonna do it.
I mean, the fluster storm.
Wait, it's a red elemental blast? If it was a pyroblast, he could have.
Fluster storm.
Right? Wait, if it was a pyroblast, would he be able to counter this?
No.
Because pyroblast can target anything, right?
Pyroblast can target anything.
Oh, he has 2 flusters?
Yeah, he has 2 flusters in here.
Okay.
Yeah, the other fluster was in his hand. I didn't realize the one on the table was also in his hand.
Okay.
So, I mean, if he fetches, he dies, though.
Because of bolt in hand, yeah.
Yeah, so, I know he doesn't know that.
Yeah.
But...
Sorry, I thought it was just Flusterstorm, Red Elemental Blast, and I was going, is this actually a scenario where Pyroblast versus Red Elemental Blast would have been a game decider?
Okay, well that's game right there. Because he's gonna fluster again.
Magic the tokening.
That's so many tokens.
Yep.
Yeah, double
Flusterstorm number 2. Okay.
I think Noah played that incorrectly. I think he should have waited on the second Flusterstorm. Yeah, then he's just gonna bolt him and attack. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think he should have waited until he paid for it instead of casting the second Flusterstorm.
Yeah, that's true. Just going down to 6, he dies.
Yeah.
Good point. Good point. Is that gonna do it, or is there gonna be another game?
I believe that is game 2.
I think that's game 2.
Game 3. Sorry, I meant to say 3.
Like there's 7 minutes left in the round.
Yeah, that's what I would have done, HT's Fox. But oh no, that's it. That's it. He thought he needed the extra tokens. I mean, that's a fair thought. I still think I would have made him pay for it, because then you still cast the second one. Oh no, you can't. Bad point. Never mind.
Bryce. Must be casual ties because it didn't cause a tie. Yeah, it must have been. Hey, we're about to end the stream, so I don't know if you want. Brian just coming in here to gloat. Yeah, to gloat about it.
About being 4-0.
About being 4-0.
I can't go far enough in the PTQ. I go 4-0, and then I'm like, I've done this before. Oh dang it! I don't know what to do with the next 2 rounds.
Boo! This is the worst part of the whole stream. Is the worst part? Is it the worst part because we're ending the stream, or is it?
I'm here.
It's because Brian's here.
Yeah, it's totally because I'm here.
Yeah, I agree. That is the worst part. Thanks for the Grixis mirror. No problem.
Yeah, of course.
No problem.
Of course.
All right, guys. Well, that is gonna wrap things up for today. Brian came in here, 4-0'd with Food Chain again. He keeps doing that thing that he does.
True.
It was sweet seeing elves though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only just like elves, but like elves winning.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
going into the finals. Yeah, I mean, he drew like all the
glimpse of nature,
all the non-glimpse of nature, all the cards that wouldn't like let him draw more cards.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting on 3 Force of Wills, and I missed Holly, and you guys are like, this game's over.
Yeah. Yeah, it was over a while ago. Yeah, go Bengals. Bryce, so much orange. Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
I don't know how to say that person's name, but thank you for the follow.
Chi maybe. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
You gotta serve I'm glad I gotta serve elves a lesson too. They're like 25 cheer.
But yeah, if people want to play Plinko. The stream's over, but the Plinko just started.
That's awesome.
Hey, glad Brian served elves a lesson. Mm-hmm.
I love Jorgensen's. After the first copy is not paid for and counters the casualties, he's going to fluster the fluster copy before it fizzles. Yeah, I guess just so he can get more 1/1s.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I'm sure you can expect either me, Brian, or Bryce to come in and do at least one or I don't know.
At least one this week.
At least one this week.
I don't think I'll be in tomorrow.
I want to do a Knicks Fit stream once this week.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what day that'll be, but it'll be before Friday, which is which you will definitely see myself, and more than likely Matt, will be here on Friday, doing the same thing that we do. We just
As usual.
talk about things and stuff and magic.
I'll be out of the shop for 2 weeks.
What?
Next Monday. Yeah. I'm getting my gastric bypass on Monday. I'll be out for 2 weeks.
So who are you going to entrust your food chain deck with?
The foil one.
To keep? No. I'm just talking food chain.
It depends on if Alfred's playing Miracles or not, because that has.
You got to give it to
cards.
a trustworthy person who can win with it.
I mean, if you can win with it, but you're not going to play either of the knights. So you're right. It'll just remain undefeated one.
I mean, Riley's here. Maybe Riley could try it.
It depends on whether or not Miracles is being lent out.
That's fair.
Riley, if you want to play Food Chain, you can play the foil version. I'm fine with that.
He didn't even want to. I was just thinking about
that. The deck's going into surgery.
All right, guys. See you guys Friday. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
And as always, Hail Heroes.
Have a good one.